I am a cat. Deal with it.
You know what you should do? You should play
Can't believe
Tabaxi.
I can't believe I started recording where it's like I'm a cat. Deal with it. When I always start
Meow,
recording,
bitch.
there's always one thing that just is like out
No
of
kink
context.
shaming. Fight me.
That's not what I'm saying.
Kink shaming is.
Well, we didn't realize you had a cat kink until you said it. So
Oh my
Kitten
gosh.
kink. Get it right.
Oh my
Catch.
gosh.
Well,
moving
Let's-
on.
Yeah, let's move on from this conversation. So.
Oh yeah. I need to get my alcohol. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We don't need that. We don't need that person. They haven't been introduced yet. Continue.
Okay. So, the last time we left off, a few individuals from various walks of life and from different parts of the globe all converged in Stirk to take part in a festival of the autumn equinox that was happening that day. You distracted me by your drawing.
I'm back.
On the thing.
It's V City.
Let's delete that. Okay. So, you all converged, and you all were in the city of Stirk, the home of storm giants, gnomes, and legionnaires alike. In this festival, oh, sorry, I thought someone was talking to me. So, as you all were going about your day throughout Stirk, during the festival, you happened to hear of a tournament happening where prize money and possibly items were being given out. And one by one, I'd say, the group met each other and decided, hey, might be a good idea to go in this team fight and tournament and maybe win some stuff. And so most of the current group, who is now pinging Stirk right now, yes, you were at Stirk, the DMC's all, you decided to go into the tournament and fought 3 rounds. One round being against training dummies, we'll say, totally not reskinned monsters from the monster manual that I forgot abilities from. A second round being that of rust monsters, in which I totally didn't forget an ability they had. And the third being an Unkeg, in which the group, known as the Silver Brand, because someone, Crusader, just like, word of the Silver Brand. Nope, this is it. This is it now.
Because if I didn't say that, we would have thought about it the entire campaign and never made a decision.
Yeah, so a little bit of executive decision as a name was forced, I guess, upon everybody, and the Silver Brand won the
Try our
tournament.
whiskey.
It doesn't exist yet, but yes, after
To
that,
your knowledge.
well, yes, to my knowledge, because I know all that happens in game. I have to.
You know, that's pretty arrogant of you to say.
It's not arrogant when it's the truth. Anyways, after that, the session ended with the lot of you deciding to go get some drinks at the Storm's Respite Tavern and Inn, while being yelled at by someone's mother to
Oh no,
get back.
we escaped the mother. Yeah.
Yeah, the mother of one Flipper Zolotov was shouting to have a conversation with Flipper as Crusader and the rest of the party just kind of dragged him away.
Mainly
Thank
Crusader.
you.
Yeah. So that's where we kind of pick up. You all are dragging Flipper away, probably getting drinks, a short rest. I know that Flipper and Crusader wanted to join in the final exhibition one-on-one only matches, like no tournament, because the tournament happens in tandem with like the team tournament because if you're in the team tournament and the solo tournament, it's a great chance you're not going to actually do well in either one. So they have like the exhibition, still for monetary value if you win the one-on-one fight, and a second prize for the runner-up of that one-on-one fight. But the two of you decide to go and sign up for those, like the last exhibition matches.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
While the two of them wander off and find the amphitheater once more, is there anything that Lunaire or Liana would like to do in this period of time? Rai is currently decided he wishes to go up to his room and sleep, so he is going up there and crashing. What are the two of you doing?
Lunaire's just gonna do, like, he's just gonna go to where he's, I guess, staying at, and just chilling there, and probably sleeping as well.
Okay, so you're gonna probably crash for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Liana will probably stay and watch the matches.
Sure. So the three of you, I almost said Lunaire, Liana, Crusader, and Flipper, the three of you, you can decide if you wish to walk together or not over towards the amphitheater.
Oh, I tell him I'm going to sign up to the exhibition match after like drinking some really watered down stuff, so I'm not even buzzed. Like, I basically ask for give me your cheapest beer. It's basically piss in a can.
Yeah, he'll just join with.
Yeah, Liana will just, walk with them, maybe make a little small talk.
Sure.
I will praise Liana on her battle skills.
And Flipper will be silent.
Good boy.
Okay.
Bite me.
So the three of you start chatting a little bit as you walk over towards the amphitheater.
Yeah.
And you find a different legionnaire who kind of is running the exhibition matches at this point. You quickly sign up, and he kind of explains to you that again, these ones are random. We don't know who you're going up against and all that jazz, but gives you the rundown again. He congratulates you on your win in the tournament as a team of the Silver Brand, and he escorts Flipper and Crusader off into a waiting area, leaving Liana to.
I'm going to pray to my deity for guidance in this next battle.
Sure.
Not asking him to actually, interfere or anything. I'm just asking for guidance. So,
Okay.
It's a prayer,
Yeah, it's a prayer.
Sure, I might as well.
Well, you don't have to.
There's
But-
no reason for me not to, really. Yellow?
Yes.
I'm waiting for you to roll, man. I heard everything you said.
Yeah, that you were praying to your deity.
Ah, come on, it
Whoever
just...
that may be.
Oh, come on. It keeps kicking me out of Roll20.
Fun. Woo.
Ian, why don't you
Yay!
just roll
I will be back momentarily.
Okay.
But Liana will just go and just somewhere she can get a good view of the arena.
Why don't you just roll for him and let me go first in the fight so he can maybe fix his technical difficulties?
I could do that.
Yeah, I'm experiencing technical issues.
So yeah.
Sure.
You roll
I'll do
his religion. If it's a prayer, remember he can choose wisdom or just religion. I went with religion just because mine are both the same.
that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't really care whichever's higher.
They're the same.
Just make him roll religion.
Yeah.
Why not?
do that. Okay, sure. You got a 9.
It's a prayer.
It's a prayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. No harm in.
I don't know what you were
praying.
praying for, but all I was praying for was guidance. So my character
Ceres
wasn't actually
never
expecting
responds
anything.
to me. Just my
'Cause you're not a cleric, or you're not a cleric, a wizard, or a paladin of Ceres. So it makes
Neither is my grandfather.
he's a wizard, technically. He
He's a
was.
champion.
He was a
Anyway,
wizard, yeah. Anyways, so the two of you make your prayers. You send them up, hoping to have your deities grant you some sort of semblance of guidance, whatever form that may be.
back here is all the fighters back here.
Yeah, there seems to be a few exhibition fighters around.
I want to start talking to them all. Can I roll persuasion to make them all like me, or?
You can try, sure. Yeah.
Okay. 20.
All right, yeah. You strike up a conversation with some of the fighters around. There are a few that are kind of on the edges, and they're having their own conversation. They don't seem interested. But the ones you do talk to, yeah, they seem to warm up to you pretty quickly.
Okay.
Some of them actually recognize you from the tournament fight that the Silverbrand had, and some of them like kind of shake your hand and congratulate you as well. So it seems like you met some acquaintances.
Your name is Arthur, and you got that sword from pulling it out of a stone. That is nice. Interesting.
I wonder.
Sounds
where I
gay
heard
to
this.
me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, as the two of you are kind of chatting with one another or chatting with the other exhibition fighters, you notice that some of their names get called. They seem to just be, names that they're calling up, and they're fighting, and a few minutes go by, and the next group gets called out. And then
I wish the people who get called away, like that I was talking to, luck.
Okay, yeah, sure. A few of them do get called out to fight one another, like who you were talking to, and they're like, let's do this. And they,
I wish them both good luck and say whichever one wins. I'm sure you'll have a chance to spar against each other once again.
yeah, they smile and laugh a little bit about that, and they throw some, I don't want to call them insults, but they throw like some banter back and forth. Friendly banter back and forth with one another.
Only counts as one.
But they kind of go off, and then the person who is running the exhibition matches then kind of comes up towards everyone in the that little waiting area, and he goes, okay, next up first we have a Mr. Crusader of the Silverbrand. Please take your position from the middle of the amphitheater, probably go about 15 feet to one side of the middle, and he kind of waits for you to...
I'll do so.
Okay, you exit, then you exit, you get ready in your designated area 15 feet away from the middle of the amphitheater, and then he goes, okay, the next one would be a Flipper Zolotov of the Silverbrand.
And he'll proceed to step out.
Okay, he gives you the same instructions, 15 feet away from the center of the amphitheater. So the two of you now realize that you are fighting one another.
Oh, great.
Oh no, I'm gonna
I
lose.
was expecting this shittiness.
Oh, I'm gonna lose.
You shouldn't say you're gonna lose, because I have none of my spells.
Yeah, he has no spite. He has spites.
Wait, what?
Is this still the same day?
I don't get. Yeah, it's still the same day.
Holy
so like,
shit, I stand a chance.
Like when
just have to hit him.
I see you looking a bit worried, and I go, don't worry, little bird creature. I don't have any of my spells today. I wasted them all in the fight. Well, didn't waste them. But you have a strong chance of beating me. But if you beat me, know that I am nowhere near full power.
It is a shame that you are not at full capacity, but at the same time,
Hunter's mark. No, I don't have that.
It would be far more balanced in your favor if you were at full strength. You're a much heavier hitter than I.
I don't think that. You shouldn't put yourself down. I smack you on the back really hard, make you stumble a few feet. Oh, sorry. But yeah, my character goes into this fight fully expecting this. Because he is weaker than he should be. He's just doing this for fun.
Sure thing. For this, the two of you are 30 feet apart from one another. I don't think I need a map for this, just because you both are melee fighters. So
yeah,
I don't think we'll need a map, to be honest, unless you want to do some crazy stuff. But I have the map. I can just tell you what you can do or not. I'm just gonna do theater to mind for this one because it's just the two of you.
Already.
With this, why don't the both of you just roll initiative?
Just let him go first. Just let him go first.
Yeah.
Let him go first.
Yeah, there's literally no way that you can get worse than that.
You can't get worse than a 0.
Wait, you got a 0?
Yes,
Yep,
Crusader got
a
a
1
0.
minus 1. I stand those 30 feet away and I just kind of shrug and go, I'll let you go first. In front of everyone, I just say, I'll let you go first.
Sure, not because
My
you.
lowest is a 3.
That's because you're Dex and I am Strength.
I didn't
That
expect you to have
molasses
minus
initiative.
1. Wow, okay, I'm sorry, that just surprised me.
Oh, that
Okay.
is amazing.
So I look at you
0.
and I go, your move first, bird.
Yeah, and with that, Flipper gets to act first.
I don't even have to roll.
No, you don't.
Ah.
Even if you rolled a natural 1, you don't have a -1 to initiative. You don't have a -2 to initiative. Let's just put it that way.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh,
Come
that's
on,
amazing.
man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, at least I wasted
Pardon.
that natural 1 right now.
That's true.
So, I'm in the roll 20, but I'm having connection issues, so I can
Right.
still roll. Just, yeah.
This is why I said let me go first and let Flip go later.
You think I was gonna do that? No.
Yeah, like let's let everything slow down because of technical issues. Psh, it'll be fun.
Like, it'll show later that I'm not lying about any of these.
Okay.
That's fine. Flipper is first. You have 30 feet to get to Crusader. You have your action, bonus action. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't get to the fountain, so
Um,
that gets rid of one of my possible plans.
let me double check real quick. Center.
Well,
Well,
I mean in the way of...
I mean, you could get to the fountain. Because even from the farthest area, from 15 feet away from the center, it's still within like 30 feet is the fountain. So you could get to the fountain in your turn of movement
Okay.
if you truly wanted to.
I don't know. Screw it. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Rite of the Frozen,
Okay.
dropping myself down to 15 health. And he's going to move over to the fountain.
Okay, you move over to the fountain. Sure thing. Sure. Did you
Why not?
did you place yourself near the fountain to begin with, or on the opposite side?
Do I really get a choice whether I'm closer or
Yeah,
farther away from that?
Yeah, you just get a little bit more movement. After you
okay.
move to the fountain, you get a
Well,
10, 15 feet more movement, but
unless if Crusader were to say anything about it, yeah, I'd prefer to start closer to the fountain.
I don't see a problem with that. So you just
Every bird needs his perch, damn it.
Okay, so you're maybe like 10 feet away from the fountain, so it'd be 10 feet to get to the fountain, 5 feet to climb up onto the fountain, kind of thing. So If you want, you can just get
Alright.
onto the fountain with your movement, like on the very tip
Yep,
top.
and just perch.
Just on the very,
Just
very... Okay.
holding down the blade of the rapier in a way that it starts slowly freezing some of the water.
Okay, are you like on the very top of the fountain or like just on the edge?
Yep, top.
Okay, the very top. Okay.
Perched.
So you're like 5 feet in the air, kind of on the middle of this fountain, just kind of perched. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you're holding your action, you said?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action, which will be, as soon as he gets into range, plunging attack.
Sure. Crusader
Which will add an extra 1d4 of damage.
It is Crusader's turn. Crusader, you can get up near him within your...
I'm not getting up near him. I see him take his perch, and I immediately know what he's doing.
Okay. Right now you're about 30 feet away from him, so you can...
I just look up at him, and casually, Crusader will stroll to a place where there is no high ground. And then I will turn to face him, and I will hold my attack for when he gets within 5 feet.
Okay.
Crusader is patient.
Sure. To be honest, you could just literally stay where you are, because it's just a flat ground.
There's nowhere for him to climb within the place where I am.
Yeah, the only place that is actually climbable in this amphitheater, is the fountain. Like, let me just put it that way. Like, he's on the climbable structure.
I'll just stand where I am and stare at him and hold my action.
Sure. So you stand there, look at it, hold your action. It is now Flipper's turn. Your action has been used. You forfeit that action, and it's just your turn now. It's just the weirdest game of who's gonna go in first. just
seeing him walk over, just stand there, a frown just goes across this bird person's face. Come on, Crusader.
You start to hear the crowd go, fight, 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 fight.
I go, you hear them, Flipper. You really shouldn't be climbing on things during a fight.
But it gives me much better aim, as he says as he just switches to his crossbow.
Oh my gosh. So you pull out your crossbow. Okay, sure. I assume you fire.
If I have the actions to, I will.
Yeah, your action just from last turn just goes away. You still have your action for this turn.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it took an action to pull out the crossbow.
No, that's like a free thing to do. I'd say if it's not, it's a free action for this particular fight, because why not?
He's like, and I already cut my leg and everything. He says as he just calmly loads it.
Okay.
And fire. The result is, come on. It doesn't hit. I don't even need to say it. It just doesn't hit.
I'm standing perfectly still, and it just hits my shield. And I look down at my shield, and I look back up to him.
Yeah, he fires it, and he's like, damn it, forgot to calibrate it. He just starts tinkering with it.
Okay, so from the top of this perch, you fire off. It's just, Crusader, yeah, you don't even move. Like, you just, like, sting, just right off your shield, like, huh, okay.
So, is that your turn, or?
Yeah, he's just, sorry, forgot to calibrate it. Just starts loading it again.
I'm going to head up to the fountain. Since he's only 5 feet off the ground, I can easily just attack him. Can I get there?
Let me see. You can... that's only 20 feet. 25. Yeah, you could get up next to him, and since he's 5 feet up, I'd say you would be able to just kind of do a standing
jump. I'm 7 foot.
And...
I'm like eye to eye
yeah.
while I'm in this fountain.
Yeah, you're basically staring near him, and then.
So I'm gonna battle axe him, hoping to hit him off or something.
Sure.
19 hits AC, right?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely.
9 points of slashing damage as I just come up Like, very calmly come over, step into the fountain, and whomp, slice straight across, like, one shoulder to the other.
Just whoosh.
What happened to my candy?
And I doubt your plunging attack's gonna work now because, like, I'm
Literally
7'10"
standing
right up next to you. You'd have to be, like, a bit higher up to get a plunging attack on me.
You'd have to, like, jump upwards, and then...
And that would be a lot of finagling to actually get me.
So, that's Crusader's turn.
I just do that. Probably everyone in the crowd is cheering for me.
It's kind of like... Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, this seems like a one-sided fight.
Because you just walked up and did it. You didn't do anything like. You're just like.
Everyone in the crowd sees the disappointment on my face. I was hoping for a fight.
We've just caused the most boring fight to watch.
Yeah, basically.
I go. Are you gonna do something interesting, or are you just gonna stand up there and take it like a bitch?
If I switch to my rapier again, would I be able to do a plunging attack?
I'd say you'd make a.
If I were to like jump up in the air and then drop.
Yeah, I'll say make a acrobatics check as well, because he's literally standing like right there, and you're gonna have to jump up and not over him.
You're gonna have to you're gonna have to jump up, not over me.
Fucker.
What is it?
Oh, 11.
For a jump?
For the acrobat.
Yep.
I don't think he'd do it.
You get some feet, but probably not enough to grant you the bonus for plunging.
Okay.
Because he's a tall boy.
I got a 17.
My AC's 19.
Ah!
So you kind of jump and kind of stab downwards, and it kind of gets caught in one of the caught in one of the pieces of the armor, kind of glances off, and for this you jump, you kind of land next to him in the water.
Can I bonus action to like slam him with my shield and do a shove? It's like knock him prone.
I think knocking someone prone would be an action, I believe.
Okay.
But you can do that, yeah.
Well, I don't want to use my action. I'm just gonna, like, it chinks off my armor, and I spin around, entirely. And I'm gonna add some flair to it for the crowd. I'm gonna let my axe go through the water, and I'm hitting the bird again, letting the water sheen off my axe as I attack. 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so like
this time the
he
water
barely dodges it.
Yeah, the water actually kind of makes it drag a little more, and you kind of lost momentum just ever so slightly as it kind of glances, and you hear this kind of a barely a scratch as the water.
I whisper to you and I go, "Hey, let's at least make this good. Just like put up a good fight now. Now, man, I don't care if I win or not. Let's give the people a show."
And with that is Flipper's turn.
Alright, I'm fine with that. I did kind of screw up from the very beginning anyways. Well, let's fight then. As he proceeds to take 1 foot back, push it against the center.
Can I do performance while I was going through the water?
Sure, why not?
21. They loved it.
Oh yeah, that little extra flare of the water. It was like, whoa, whoa! It's like, oh, I missed. That would have been so good if it hit, kind of thing. Yeah. But Flipper, you take a step back, and
press a foot against the center of the fountain before using it to launch myself off, trying to dig into one of the areas between the different parts of his armor.
Sure.
Go for it, man.
I'm also going to roll a performance check on top of this.
Sounds good.
My attack roll? It didn't roll.
Try it again.
It misses.
Okay.
Okay, then performance.
I can't roll to save my life.
I kind of maneuver my shield to like slide you off of it and make you kind of fly a bit
And my
forward.
performance is garbage.
Okay, so you kind of push off and it kind of gets slid back against the shield and part of Crusader's armor as the two of you kind of almost swap places as this kind of like a dance happens. Like Crusader kind of misses with his axe and you kind of miss with the rapier, and you both kind of like are now
So
squaring
as
up
he's
against one another.
thrusting with the rapier, I'm gonna slide it off, and I'm gonna parry, quote unquote. I'm gonna slam him in like between his shoulder blades with the hilt of my battle axe.
Oh, okay. So still an attack roll though, right?
Yeah, still an attack.
Okay, this won't deal. No.
That, yeah,
Yes, yeah.
It hits, but it doesn't land like I want it to. So
Yeah, you kind of hit it in an awkward angle, and it kind of like reverberated like onto your hand, and kind of like, ah, man.
yeah.
Like
Well, right
tingling
now my
sensation.
character's just trying to give him a good show, so it makes sense that.
Yeah, totally. So with that, these 3 misses back to back. Flipper.
I smirk. There you go. That would have been a good hit.
So he tried slamming the hilt into right between the shoulder blades, right?
I did, but it didn't actually do any damage. Like how I say it is like I actually managed to do it, but like your armor, whatever armor you were wearing, protected you, so you felt like a knock, but it wasn't anything bad.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly roll my attack and then my performance, see what they are, and then describe what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I should have rolled performance too. Hold on, another 21 on performance.
Yeah, you're.
I know how to play a
Wait.
crowd
Yeah, you're
apparently.
playing the crowd.
Hey, I got a 19
Oh,
on
that
my
hits.
attack.
Oh, that does
And
hit. Roll.
Performance, 11.
Sure. Roll
Not
damage
bad.
for
Yeah, roll damage, man.
for the rapier and the right of the cold.
Actually, because I put the rapier away, I no longer have the cold.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
You just did damage to yourself for no reason.
Couldn't you use a bonus?
He was
action
kind of
to
hoping there
do
was
that
like,
again, right?
truthfully, he was hoping for a moment where like he misses
could.
and then
but
Crusader's
he
just
didn't.
like, wow, really?
Yeah, that's true.
He just stood there again.
Okay.
Okay, 6.
Hey, all
Oh,
your
that's
rolls
some-
have popped up.
Oh, now it popped up. Cool.
Hey,
That's some good damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
6 damage. So as you
So,
feel
I'm-
the knock on the back of your back, you kind of do.
finally getting a chance to strike for once. He actually uses the force of the strike into his back to let himself dip a bit low. He places his offhand. Actually, no, I forgot he's using a shield. Damn it. Well, he quickly spins around, sending water out in a kind of hemicircle around him as he swings his blade before piercing right into his one of the little spots between his armor around his hips,
Oh, okay. Nice. So this
trying to
little-
stab you in your kidneys. Not really, but that's what it looks like.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you use this to finish this maneuver with a decent reaction from the crowd, like, oh, got a hit on! Oh! Yeah, Crusader, you feel a bit of pain right in the side of your, right round the hip area, and you notice, that, oh, he hit me.
I grit my teeth and smirk. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
So I grit my teeth and smirk, and like as I kind of like bend in from the pain, I go in, readjust my position, move his arm out of the way with my shield, bring up my battle axe, and I'm gonna swipe it like across his chest once more.
Sure.
So I'll do performance. Actually, no, I'll do battle axe one-handed.
Ooh, that
19.
hits. Yeah, that hits.
Performance of 13,
Okay.
and I
Oh,
deal
that
10
hits.
points of slashing damage
Oof.
as once again, to match the cut already across your chest, shoulder to shoulder, I go a bit higher to like almost hitting your neck, but still protected by your sternum.
And I'm
I
out
slice again.
for the count.
Yeah, with a few well-placed strikes, Flipper falls unconscious into the water. A crowd go, ooh, ooh. You hear some noises.
I pick him up out of the water and set him outside of the fountain so he doesn't drown.
He doesn't drown, yeah. Yeah, so you hear some, ooh, that looked bad. Some from the crowd. You hear one go, not as bad as my face, as you notice a gnome that is over there.
I bet he's happy. I like it. He had to roll to hit me. I believe you had to roll a 15, and to hit you, I had to roll like a 12. So we had to roll really good to hit each other.
Yeah.
I couldn't roll for anything.
So you kind of short fight, but
I will
still
take...
an entertaining one.
Yeah. I'll take him to the healers. Like, I'll show the crowd, no hard feelings. I'm an honorable guy. I'll pick him up and I'll take him to the healers.
Yeah, sure. You would definitely be able to do that. So the exhibition person saying like, thank you for participating. Your rewards will be sent to you shortly. And for the runner-up and for the winner, and they kind of escort you that way. They kind of point you over to where the healers
he gets
are.
like a slightly rotted apple, and I get like 3,000 gold. It's like, that's a shitty runner-up prize.
So as you kind of make your way over towards the healers, you notice that there are not a lot on duty at the moment, just because a lot of the main tournaments have ended, and this is just like kind of the extra exhibition stuff.
It will break you. I should have said that. Damn it.
And as you kind of walk up, carrying Flipper in your arms, or maybe over your shoulder. I don't know how you're carrying him.
I'm carrying him fireman style.
Okay, so fireman style, just over the shoulder, like one arm.
Just bridal style.
Oh yeah, that too. Fireman, whatever style.
I cut him in half, so I can do half fireman style, the other half is bridal.
Oh gosh. So as you're carrying Flipper, you notice that like only a couple healers are actually on duty at the moment. You see like a human over there kind of healing someone at the moment, like a previous fighter, and you notice that there's one that does not seem to have anybody, kind of turned away from you at the moment, kind of like looking in, kind of looking away from the arena at the moment, just kind of looking around at everyone else. Seems to be the only one open at the moment.
Excuse me, this man needs healed from the fight.
Okay, and as you say that, would the other individual like to describe their character at all?
The bright pink tiefling would turn around, her tail sort of swaying behind her, as she looks to you, her violet eyes sort of glimmering. Oh, why do you guys always have to fight? And you can at least fight until you're, one surrenders and then don't knock the other out. The brain damage that caused, for God's sake, just give me the damn bird. She says as she goes over and...
First off, how did you know he was... Well, I mean, he's not actually fully a bird. Whatever. Here, take him.
He looks pod bird. He has feathers.
His legs have feathers. Why are you looking at his legs?
I have to inspect the people that I'm gonna
admiring the goods. I see. I'll be sure to tell him that he has someone with a crush on him when he wakes up.
I'm into girls, thank you very much. And she would...
Well, how do you know he's not actually a girl? I mean, he hasn't shown me his junk.
You're using he, him pronouns, so obviously it's a male.
Are you assuming his gender?
You hear one of the other healers kind of like go, who's... And the human guy who is healing one of the other fighters looks over and goes,
where's Jet?
Jet actually was like way too tired from all the excitement, and he passed out. The human kind of looks over and goes, are these individuals bothering you?
I'm in, boys.
Don't worry about it. I'm perfectly fine.
Are you sure, Lightheart? I mean,
I'm fine. I've dealt with worse. You know my family.
true. It's just, yeah. Oh, congratulations on the fights. Well, maybe not that one, because I didn't get to see it. But the team ones, the Silverbrand. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still unconscious, and he turns and continues administering aid to the person who was unconscious.
The tiefling would sigh and just bow. Harmony Lightheart at your service, and she would just pull out her staff and cast Cure Wounds.
Well, Harmony, I like your personality, but you don't get that one often.
I'm a pretty bright one.
3. Like, you barely even care, you're just like, ugh.
It's like, I'm already done with you. Yeah.
Okay, Flipper, you
wake up in immense pain.
yeah, you wake up in pain. Your chest hurts.
Zombie!
Oh, why'd I have to start all that fight so terribly?
Hey.
Maybe because you're a dumbass and you want to fight? Because I don't see the aspect of fighting or why you would want to in the first place.
Are you the... What's the word for it when someone doesn't want to fight?
A pacifist?
I was looking for coward, but yeah, that works too.
No, I'd gladly fight anyone, but just when it comes for
Sometimes
it
they're synonymous.
She did just wake you up. I'm sure she could put you back down.
she is going to take her staff and lightly bap him on the head.
You take 1 point. I'm kidding.
Well, don't worry. You still get your runner-up.
Do keep in mind that I was the one that brought you back to consciousness, so please watch your words.
Oh, yes. And I am sorry for all of my jesting. I'm sorry for all of my jesting. Harmony, and he'll give you a polite bow and say, "Thank you very much for healing my friend." Well, not really friend. Casual acquaintance.
Oh, it's perfectly fine, and I saw you guys fighting. You guys, pretty decent.
Well, thank you.
Speaking of pretty decent, as you hear
That better not be my reward, because if it's just pretty decent...
No, it is the person who is helming the exhibition fights, and this Goliath kind of walks over to you and goes, "Yes, speaking of pretty decent, your rewards for the winner and the runner-up." And he kind of tosses.
Pretty decent. I think of like 2 gold. It's a pretty decent reward.
No, he tosses the both of you a small bag, which for the winner contains around. It contains around like 260 gold, and the runner-up is about like 190.
Man.
Wait, 190 gold.
Yep.
It's an exhibition fight. It's an exhibition fight for a festival, and I'm assuming they don't have that many, so this is basically just to get their spirits up and to attract better fighters.
That, in addition to, if you couldn't tell already, Sturk is kind of loaded for some reason.
Thanks to that gold, I am now over carrying capacity.
No, you're not. Gold doesn't weigh all that much anyways. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about the gold. I'm going to have...
Unless it's like thousands of gold pieces, don't worry about it.
Also, Flipper, you gained 6 health, not 3, since I have discipline of life.
Yeah, because of life.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Life cleric. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my gold switched over to platinum.
Sure, you can definitely do that.
38.
Life cleric, the best band-aid.
The exhibition individual kind of looks over at you, Harmony, and goes, "Ah, right. Thank you for actually helping out with all of this today. If you'd like, we still have compensation that we have not paid you yet. Here." And he kind of goes like, "Wait right there." And he turns and starts walking away. He takes about like a few minutes, but he does come back with what looks to be a pretty hefty amount of gold.
I imagine that like he turns to walk away, and when you said it takes a few minutes, it just takes him a few minutes to leave the room. He's just kind of shuffling,
Just kind of like fiddling with the door. It's like, oh, I thought I locked this from the outside.
Just shuffling his feet
Yeah.
the whole way.
It's like, oh man, I locked this from the outside. I didn't realize that. I must have been scatterbrained. Where's my key? Oh no, my key's outside the door.
No. It's one of those where he has like 50 million keys on a
just
single keyring and forgets which key is for that door.
Like sticks in the key, jiggles it around. Like, nope, wrong one. This one, nope. No, but he comes back and he gives you what seems to be a pretty decent bag of gold, and he goes, "Thank you so much." And he kind of reaches out and hands the bag over to you, Harmony.
She would nod and take it. Of course, I'm just doing what my family does. We're healers. We're ones that are supposed to help others.
He kind of looks at you, kind of gives you a nod, and goes, "Of course, can always use more healers in, well, general. Good day to you both." And he kind of says that to Flipper and Crusader, and then goes, "Good day to you, and thank you again. Cannot say that enough." And he turns and kind of gives you a head nod for every one of you, and he turns and walks away. Harmony,
Did you save his life or something?
in,
You was saying thank you a lot.
I have had family in both of the Great Wars, so my name is pretty well known.
Oh.
Lightheart.
Well, I don't know it.
Then you're uneducated.
At this point, Flipper would finally just raise up very slowly off the ground and just kind of look over. Are you gonna heal him too?
She tilts her head and just looks at him. He's
I
fine.
don't need.
He doesn't look too bad.
He's fine.
He got a wound, but it doesn't look too bad.
There's like a little blood around his hip that's on his armor, but other than that, he like looks completely okay.
Yeah, she's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, Harmony, in your bag.
No, you know what? And he pulls out his rapier, stabs his pinky. Well, actually, not his pinky, just his index finger, I mean. Ugh. And just kind of boops his waist and heals him for 2 health.
But did you take damage as well because of the thing you mentioned?
Oh
earlier?
yeah, I do.
Okay, so
I take 2 damage.
So you take 2 damage to heal 2 damage. So you're a net 0.
Again, a Babs Flipper.
That's great. Also, Harmony,
Hey.
in the bag of gold, you got paid for the day of helping out. You got paid a total of about 260 gold pieces worth of
Cool.
gold and other gems that you can sell, and you probably would
Nice.
sell. Nothing of like super high importance, but it's like, yeah, that's worth like 260 right there.
Sounds good.
So it is the 3 of you at the moment. What would you like to do? It's getting pretty late at night, by the way. In game, I mean.
I better get going. But rather not. You know who show up anytime soon.
Quill! I'm sorry, I had to.
Who?
I was not in character.
I was hoping you were just for the sake of the joke.
Are you afraid of someone? Or are you
His
hiding
mother.
from someone?
Flipper, make a perception check.
Why would you be hiding from your mother?
Oh god.
Because she didn't want him
Perception
to
check.
participate in any fights, I guess. I don't know. She was yelling.
Oy.
I'd rather not talk about that.
Okay. Good to know, Flipper.
Well, since I managed to meet the both of you, would you mind introducing me to the rest of your group?
Are you a fan? It seemed like you didn't like fighting. Why would you want to meet the rest of our
I'm not
fighters?
fond of fighting when it comes to sport, but you guys did pretty well. I was impressed.
Oh,
Sport, training, same difference.
Baps again.
Can you not?
Well, then can you stop making stupid comments?
I will.
I simply explained my perspective.
I'll do something. I'll do it. I'll introduce you to them, but I do want to make a stop first. DM, is there any place in the city that sells like common magic items?
In Stirk, not really.
What I'm looking for is like a torch that has like a permanent light cantrip cast on it.
So an everlasting torch.
Pretty much.
That kind of stuff. Probably not in Stirk. And if it was for sale per se, it'd probably be requisitioned to go onto the walls or something like that. Like for, like sending out towards other cities and stuff. Probably not for a personal use.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Also, as Harmony and Flipper, Harmony, you kind of said like, stop making stop making stupid comments and decisions and all that.
Mhm.
And Flipper, you're like, look, I was just all that. Flipper, you feel a on your shoulder and goes, so, before your mom finds out where you are,
Oh.
can I meet your friends now too? And you kind of look and you're like, oh no. But hey, at least it's your dad.
And who
Yeah,
are
he
you?
just sighs and looks over. Hey,
He kind of looks at you, Crusader, and goes,
hey,
hey,
Dad.
I'm his dad. Yeah, mm-hmm. My
Do
mom
you
sent me
do
to
that
find
weird
you.
thing where you cut yourself in battle too?
No, I don't.
Oh, are you a fighter?
Sort of. Not really formally trained.
Oh,
More of a. I like to use bows, arrows, kind of nature-y almost a little bit. Ranger-esque kind of thing.
Ranger-esque, but not ain't Ranger.
Harmony would like smile at the comments of like nature-esque. It's like,
Yeah, his mother, though, not really a nature type. Kind of a book-smart studier kind of gal. And she, son, she is not happy with you, let me tell you that. I had to talk her down many times.
I have to ask.
Do you?
How'd you know I was gonna be here?
Well,
I mean, I cleaved you up pretty good. If you was watching the fight, you probably know.
yeah. Your mom told me to stick around here because she thought that if you fought in one, you might fight in the other. Seems like she was right. She actually sent your sister off to find your other group members. She's probably in that tavern, sitting around waiting for you somewhere. And I don't know where your mom is right now. She's probably actually looking outside for you, probably. If you tried to ditch us, I don't know. But yeah, smart as ever, your mom. Anyways, so yeah, what is with that? Like, look, I really don't care, but your mom does.
It was good
What
money.
is with what in particular?
Kind of looks down at your leg that you've been slashing repeatedly every day, like today.
You're not gonna like the answer.
Well, if I'm not gonna like it, your mom's gonna
I
hate
think
it.
it's a certain magic style. Some people use it.
Oh yeah, his granddad used it, right? Granddad, something like that. I think that's kind of in the family, but he kind of. Oh, did you not tell him? All right, I'm not gonna say anything else. Let
Well,
that stew.
I know his full name, so I could just look it up.
Kind of looks at wait, what? Who's full name?
Don't.
Flippers.
Oh yeah, Flipper's old tough. Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of set in the tournament, but
Yeah. He's not the smartest tool in the shed. Thought he could say it in giant, and not any of the people who live in Stirk would know giant.
Flipper's dad kind of shrugs, kind of like I don't know, I don't really care. And he kind of looks at Flipper and goes, "All right, boy. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna round up your sister. I'm gonna round up your mom. I'm gonna have a heart-to-heart with them. Well, your sister probably doesn't care. I'm gonna buy you some time. All right. I know how your mom is. All right, I've lived with her for many years. Okay.
You better get her a nice box of chocolates, Flipper.
Oh, more than that, yeah. More like a new gown.
Oh, when she hears how I... He just clears his throat.
He goes, you know what? Just don't say anything about it to me, because I don't want to be the one to break the news to her, because she'll get mad at me. But at least if I'm there and I don't know about it, I can jump in on your behalf and actually be genuine, and not like, oh, I knew about it and didn't tell you kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go distract her for a while, as long as I can, before she starts catching on, which might be about 30 minutes at most. Good luck. He pats you on the shoulder and kind of waves goodbye to the other two of you and walks off.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no problem. He kind of walks off.
So
He just leans against the wall, just kind of licking at his wounds, metaphorically.
back to our conversation, Harmony. I don't exactly think that. What am I? I don't exactly think that we're a group. We just kind of got pulled together by some sorcerer guy.
But you guys do have a name. So that means you are a group.
It was a spur of the moment decision, and I didn't want everyone to just freak out and go brain dead, because everyone I meet who has to come up with a name, they spend like weeks and weeks trying to come up with one, and then they never do. So I just blurted one out. That's the only reason we have a name. It was required to enter the tournament.
Well, if you guys have a name and you fought together, then more likely you're going to end up becoming a group. You're going to end up traveling together and doing things.
That's very presumptuous of you.
Yeah, it's more likely going to happen.
Flipper at
That's what
this
does
point
tend to
would just start walking off slowly, just leaning against
No,
the
you
wall.
don't. Get back here.
Quick, smack him with your tail or something.
She will do so.
I am surprised by your finesse with your tail. Yeah, pretty cool.
It helps when I have to heal several people at the same time. I can do multiple things with my hands and my tail. It helps.
A small smirk. I'll lead you back to the tavern.
Conversation. As he just
I'll
keeps
lead
walking.
you back to the tavern, and I'll head over to Flipper and pick him up and throw him over my shoulder.
Also, Harmony is like quite small. She's like 5'1", 5'2".
Oh,
So-
Crusader
I'll-
towers over you.
Yeah,
I'm
Someone
yeah,
smaller
yeah.
than Liana. Jesus.
yeah. She's short.
All right, so the three of you start heading back towards the storms, towards the this
One may be against his will, but we don't know
Maybe.
yet.
He was probably going that way anyways. So the three of you go back to the tavern. As you walk in, Crusader, you notice Jet is passed out on a table. You know that someone is like currently trying to put him over.
I toss a copper to someone and go, "Hey, can you get a jug of water and pour it on his head?" Pointing to Jet.
You toss the copper. Immediately, the bartender kind of goes over, like looks at you. She kind of goes, "Easy money," and she doesn't even like walk over. She just takes the pitcher and just throws it.
Oh Jesus! Ugh.
Luckily, it's like
God.
luckily it's a metal pitcher.
How is that lucky?
Because it doesn't break. Bad thing is it
Oh,
might
it doesn't
hit Jet.
break.
Oh, so she doesn't
Lucky
even
it's not
dump
clay.
water on him. She just overarms the pitcher.
Okay, that's actually
She
good.
says, "Yeah, yay!"
Basically, good thing she rolled high, because if she rolled low, she would have smacked Jet in the side of the head. But she rolled high enough to actually just to land it kind of on the side of the table, and it kind of king, and it kind of the water just sprays over, just covers Jet. He kind of wakes up. Goes,
You missed my second fight, son. I'm
you
a
won,
bit
right?
disappointed. Yes, of course I won.
I mean, of course. Ugh, gosh, what was that? And he looks over to the bartender. She kind of
I don't know.
shrugs.
Probably dirty soap water.
She kind of think it's soap, water.
That's been used and reused over and over.
There might be a little bit of
Probably.
alcohol still in there, residue. He kind of goes,
Don't drink
"What?
it.
I'm not. It tastes, no." And he kind of like, okay, I'm gonna take a bath or something as he goes and walks off.
Look, Flip, or what do you want me to call you, Flip or Flipper?
He could just be called Bird, since he has
I'd rather-
feathers.
That seems a bit derogatory. I'd rather not.
Yeah, that
I get called
seems a bit-
Tiefling, or Pink Midget,
Bit
since
too
I'm rather
derogatory.
small.
I could call you pint-sized if
I
it makes you feel
was
better.
originally just have you call me
It-
Flip, but you
if-
know my name now.
it-
Don't wear it out.
If you want to, I really don't mind.
Oh, okay. Okay, pint-sized. I'm gonna like that once it finally wears on me.
She shrugs and smiles.
Anyway,
Just set me down. I need a bath.
I already
and
set you down.
some
I set you
drink.
down when I came in. I think I said that, didn't I?
You might have, but either way,
Okay,
you
I
have
set
set him
Flip
down.
down once we got in there.
Sure. So you set Flipper down. Flipper goes and finds a bath to use.
Hey, do you have a name for the barkeep, or can I name them?
Or can I name them?
Or could I?
Yuridia!
Well, I'm going.
Yuridia!
No, I'm going to. I'm about to address them. That's why I ask. And I would have been
Oh.
around here, so I'm assuming I'd been here.
Yeah, you've been here before. As long as it's not a name like Jig again,
Okay.
then
Becky.
sure.
Hey, Michelle, where are the other two louts that I was partnered up with?
She turns over and goes, 2.
Liana and that other tiefling man.
You mean Liana, the one that's right behind you?
I look over to see if Liana is actually behind me.
Yeah, Liana was watching the fight. And,
Yeah.
And she
She would
followed
have
back.
followed you all back.
Yeah, she
Ah!
was just quiet this entire
Why didn't
time.
you speak up? You're like a shadow. Are you sure you're not a rogue?
I am quite certain.
Well, did you enjoy the fight? Also, Harmony, this is our silent party member, apparently.
Harmony would tilt her head, sort of flicking her tail curiously.
You are a tiefling.
Yes, I'm Harmony Lightheart. Pleasure to meet you. I was a healer during the tournament.
I am
Yeah, you
Lena.
got quite a big purse. By the way, Harmony, can you make a heart with your tail? It's just something I'm curious about.
That sounds mildly discomforting.
She does
How
so.
How to bend it that way? I'm like, ow.
is adorable, pint-sized.
I love
If you
that.
if you just grin.
At this point, the bartender kind of looks at you and goes, this is sweet
Well,
and all. The other two are... One of them just
Well,
went
she's gay,
upstairs.
so it doesn't matter.
The...
What?
The boy human went upstairs and is probably snoring.
Yeah, he looked pretty rough and exhausted.
Yeah.
I figured I'd just
So
let him
did-
sleep.
So did the purple boy.
Yeah, and she was like, and the purple one, I think, is also upstairs sleeping or something. Not too
Has
sure.
Jet shuffled off yet, or is he still
Oh.
in the...
Oh no, he has left. He has left
Ah.
to find a place to wash up.
Oh, I guess it's us four, until they wake up. Do you have anything you guys want to do tonight, other than mingle?
Pub crawl, pub crawl.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Peer pressure, peer pressure.
If we do that, we're gonna have to roll on a table, because
Yeah.
that's actually a thing. That's actually a thing in Xanathar's guide.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer
Oh,
pressure.
right, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? I don't know what it is. I just can't.
What is it?
It's like
Going for it.
if you get super drunk at a tavern, spend all night at a tavern, you roll on a table to see what happens to you in your drunken state.
I love that.
Yeah. So, what would the 4 individuals of the party, who is at this point is getting really late at night, like?
You know what? All the taverns are probably kicking up. I'm in the mood for some festivities and revelry after my 2
Someone go
victories.
wake up the thief.
Well, I don't know you that well, so I
Someone
don't
just-
even know if you'd be okay with it.
Kick down the door. We're drinking. Get up.
I'm up for anything as long as I don't have to drink. I really don't like alcohol.
Oh, it's fine. You don't have to drink. But Liana, You gonna be down, or is it just gonna be me hopping from tavern to tavern?
I don't really have a taste for alcohol. It's too harsh for me.
Okay.
Question: Is Flipper still around?
Flipper went to go wash up, I believe, in a bath or something.
Yeah, so whenever I can join back in, just say so.
That depends on how long Flipper takes to bathe.
He's not that.
By
He's
the way-
not the type to hang out in there too long.
I'm
Sure,
spending
so-
10 gold on booze.
Okay,
Throughout
10 gold to get wasted.
I'm gonna get shit faced.
Yeah. Sure.
Liana is going to wait for Flipper to reemerge because she needs to have a little conversation with him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start drinking at the tavern.
Harmony would tag along with Crusader to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
I'll be telling people stories, listening to other people's stories, having drunken talks, and just merriment. Getting blackout drunk and having something happen. Let's pull up that table while the rest of them talk. I remembered the table. It's like I don't want to roll on that table, and then I was like, oh yeah, I do. Give me the table. Okay.
But will it work
Well,
if
no.
someone's escorting you? Like,
Oh
making
my
sure
God.
you don't...
Yeah, because
Because she is she might be small, but she knows how to get around.
it depends on how bad it is. He'll probably not wind up in jail.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like she'll help guide him, make sure he doesn't do anything too stupid, because she can just grab him with her tail. Like, yeah, nope, get over here, get. just
Nope. Bad.
just guide him around. And just bap him with her staff whenever she needs to.
Fair enough. Okay.
God, where is the table?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it too.
Hello, Morrigan. Hello, my child.
So,
Hi.
as the Dragonborn and the Pink Tiefling wander through Stirk, as one of them gets completely wasted, Flipper emerges from the bath a few minutes later to the main section of the tavern. Liana, you have been waiting for Flipper to emerge.
Mm-hmm. And Liana will stand up and approach him. Flipper, I need to talk with you.
Hmm.
Let's go somewhere quiet.
He just gives you a very awkward look. May I ask as to why?
It's about blood.
I like the sound of that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. Okay, let me get a pint first.
Me?
As he goes over and just purchases a medium tier mead.
Medium tier. Okay.
Medium tier.
Not the top stuff, but not the bottom. Not the top shelf, not the bottom shelf. Just somewhere in the middle.
Sure. Very well. You receive your chosen beverage, and you are able to go off into a different area of the tavern, or even up to one of the rooms, or anywhere really.
Just somewhere that would be quiet where their discussion wouldn't be disturbed.
Definitely one of the rooms, or you could
Mm.
just kind of go to a far table in the corner. Probably good. Either way, really.
Liana would probably suggest a room. Probably just couple
Flipper
coins.
just doesn't care.
Sure. So you go up to a room, get situated, close the door, and the two of you are in a room together.
And while standing in front of the door, Liana turns to Flipper. I want to know how you got those powers.
What, you mean my cold magic?
Yes.
Oh, and the healing. Also, I can create light from it, but I'm too hurt to do that right now. Anyways, you're not gonna like the answer.
I will be the judge
hello?
of that.
Did someone fall asleep?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I will be the judge of that. Just tell me.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you all that.
Basically, she's more or less just saying, just tell me.
And to think that I'm gonna have to tell my family this too. Well, I had gotten a bit too drunk one night. I was celebrating a bit of time off from my time at the university. And, I don't think you really care as to the where, do you?
Not likely.
Well, if you want, you can just ask. Either way, I don't really remember what happened that night. All I remember was waking up naked next to some... Well, let's just say even by the types that I usually get, she was way beyond my pay. And as I spent time around her and the ones like her, they taught me about how I could use my own life essence to not only empower my weaponry bonding with it, but to even heal others and create light. Though, unless if you really want, that's where I'll leave it.
So it wasn't by alchemical means.
I do not remember.
And Liana's going to insight that.
Sure.
Whether that makes any difference.
It doesn't. He legitimately just got blackout drunk. Doesn't remember anything.
DM, you're seeing what I'm posting, right?
I just saw a persuasion check.
I posted it in the general Discord. There's no
sorry.
complication for drinking. There would be, which I'm spending tingled anyway, so I'm just going to say I'm carousing the lower class, and 15 persuasion, I make 1 allied contact in the lower class of Stirk.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, Liana's just going to take a few moments just kind of scrutinizing what Flip said before giving him a nod.
Actually, what was the result? Real quick. You'll actually... I forgot one thing. You can tell that he knows a little bit more than what he's saying, but not much.
And is that the whole truth, Flipper?
Well... Just to put it simply, they're not necessarily the nicest of people.
And who were they exactly?
I never got a name, but I do have this. And he pulls out the pendant of the cult that was actually underneath his clothing.
Sure. You pull it out.
How does Liana recognize this insignia?
If I remember correctly about what this insignia is, I think it might look a bit odd, but it seems familiar in a lot of places. I could be wrong, Flipper, about that. But
basically, different denomination, same basis.
same, yeah. So it's different enough that it's different. That's a bad way of putting it, but enough similar that's like, okay, that's related somehow.
Okay. Oh boy.
Well,
So
is it about to get nasty in a bedroom
it's-
in a non.
It's enough for her to be able to tell that there's a clear relation.
There is some sort of relation, yes.
Okay. Flipper, you see Liana's expression change immediately. She is scowling at you, and you're going to need to make either acrobatics or athletics check as she is reaching forward to grab you by the shoulders.
Or you don't have
Which
to.
may look like she's also trying to strangle you. It depends.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Oh man.
So if you want to get out of the way... Oh, no. Liana. Hands on shoulders. Scowling at
And
him.
I know they're not the nicest of people, but I didn't do anything. I just got really drunk last night. One night.
And poor Zoe has to change characters.
Funny thing, I think
Yeah.
Liana could actually kill him.
straight
And
up.
it would be
Straight up. In one hit, she could kill him.
It might be within her character to do so if she doesn't ask any more questions.
That depends on Liana.
I want you to answer me honestly, Flipper. If you lie to me, I'm going to kill you. Are you still associated with these people?
I don't think so, anyway. I don't know if they're the type to hold that kind of grudge.
She's inside in that statement. Is there any deception?
A cult not holding
No.
that type of grudge.
No, he just really is like, I don't know if I'm being hunted or not.
Well, her statement was more like, you're not still with these people.
Like, you
Yeah,
yourself don't associate with them.
By choice, no.
He'll just take a moment, just kind of just glaring daggers at you, and then let you go.
Please, I already had the Dragonborn kick enough shit into me.
I will be keeping a close eye on you, because
I
those
don't even know what I did.
those people are worse than you think, Flipper.
Well, to be fair, they were Gurmosh worshippers.
And she will leave the room, and return to the room that she and Rye are sharing.
Okay. You go in, Rye is probably snoring.
Mm-hmm.
And to think none of my brothers bothered to do anything about it. He'll just brush himself off before slowly heading back downstairs to drink and drink some more.
And drink some more. Probably get as wasted as Crusader.
How many rounds can I
My
buy
guy-
with 10 gold?
Oh, that's a lot of rounds.
I meant for the entire tavern.
Oh, that's a maybe about, I'd say I'd put it about like maybe 4 or 5 rounds for everybody in the tavern at the moment?
I'll give everyone in the tavern 5 rounds on me.
Cool. Nice. They're all getting drunk. Yeah, you're like their best friend at the moment. The drunk bed's best friend that enables them. So as Crusader and Flipper drink, Harmony
Why
probably.
you look so down?
He just sighs. I have a lot of explaining to do.
As the door. I'm kidding.
Sorry, my dogs are going insane.
Boy, the dog.
Or the dog. Or the dog in the bag.
The ghost dog.
The ghost
Boy,
dog.
the dog in the tavern.
It's totally not in the side of my bag. I'm
Why the
Beric.
dog in my pack?
I'm Beric. Yeah.
I should talk like this from now on.
We're all Beric and Oak Grog.
Damn space marines.
Oh my gosh. So as Crusader and Flip are drinking till they're drunk, and probably a little bit afterwards.
How much does it cost to buy a riding horse?
That is a great question. Let me look that up.
That scares me.
Well, I want to
$500.
buy a horse because we're going to be traveling, and it's good for transportation. It has saddlebags.
I'm gonna say this. My character's just gonna do the thing that he always does because I don't think he's gonna get
Wait,
drunk enough
let me
to the
rephrase
point.
that question. How much for a riding horse for me? Because I'm 330 pounds without my 60 some odd pound of armor.
Give me a second to try to look it up.
I remember last time he gave us a horse and a cart for like 30 gold, and I was like, excuse me? What is this cart cursed with? So, how about that whiskey, huh? Silver brand whiskey. The finest.
I am back.
Cool. I am looking up prices for horses. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. So, a heavy horse or like a...
I just thought of something. I'm sorry, DM, but never mind. I forgot I was a paladin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's certain.
Because I get fine steed. I forgot totally that I was a paladin.
How
I'm
dare
so sorry.
you make me look this up that you don't even need?
Well, you might want to look it up for the rest of the party and like cart wise, because we might want to get a caravan later on. So you might want to just keep that in the back of your mind.
Fine. Anyways, as Crusader has a identity crisis, thinking about, oh, I need to buy a steed. Oh wait, no, I don't.
I'm drunk. Let me go.
Yeah, Crusader and Flip get drunk, or sort of ish drunk, maybe keeping some semblance of function, and retire to their rooms, I assume.
I retired to my house because I'm assuming I have a house in the city since I've been here for 2 years.
Yeah, you have a small home. It's all good. Jed does follow you out and goes to the house. So, you all, wherever you are staying, sleep peacefully throughout the night, and rise awake on the next day.
I want to say that I rise early because that's just how my character is. He rises at like 5 a.m. And he starts doing push-ups, crunches, pull-ups, and all of that. Beginning of the day workout.
To try to...
Got to keep up these muscles somehow, DM.
Yeah, and to work off the hangover that you definitely have.
That's Tabasco sauce or raw egg and just another shot of whiskey. That'll get you out of it.
Okay, so what is everyone doing as they are waking up for the morning? The day is yours, Stirk is yours. The festival had come to an end late last night, and you notice that people are now taking down all of the various decorations and signs and flyers and posters that they had up previously.
Harmony is just going to be finding her way to the party. Just seeing what they're up to tag along on whatever they do.
Sure thing. Easy enough, because you kind of escorted Crusader back.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine the conversation was like, where do you live? And like, I'm over that way. And you kind of go that way, and it's like, where's the rest of the party? It's over that way in the tavern or something. And you would be able to figure out where they are really quickly. So as you all kind of wake up, Flipper, thank you for the message, because yes, I was getting to that. Flipper, you wake up to the sound of, you look, who is that? Like, sleeping next to you. You have no clue who this individual is.
It's a guy dressed in drag.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's RuPaul.
Oh my god.
It's some individual.
Old.
Some individual with the covers kind of covering up most of them, and you're kind of like,
great.
Who's
Why
this?
is Flipper an anime protagonist all of a sudden?
The harem begins. So you kind of like lazily open your eyes, and you hear a, you seem to have had fun. Are you done now? Can we talk?
What? Did you?
Oh my god.
And he just walks over to the wench next to him in bed.
Is that a real story?
Sorry about that
That
background.
wench is your mother.
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
No, it's not. So you kind of look over. You look over to the person next to you, and you're like, wait, no, that voice didn't come from that direction. It was behind me. Wait a second. Who was that voice? Oh no.
Who is it?
Oh, you know who this is. As you hear a turning of a page, and then seems like you had fun.
Oh no, it's even worse than I thought.
Then you also
Don't
hear
tell me.
You also hear sorry pal, I tried my best. Hey, looks like you had some fun last night. Good on you.
Anyone in the adjourning room suddenly hears the squawking. No. It's like, he immediately springs up just like, what the, mother, father,
and your sister who
walks
is
over
sitting
to
in
the wench, is like, nothing's here. He just kind of moves in a way to try to block the view of the wench, but knows that he's not hiding anything.
As you do that, you also see
They
your
just
sister.
found him in his shade.
Yeah, you also see your sister sitting down reading something as she just kind of.
Oh, good God. Is my grandfather here as well?
Do you say that in character?
Yes, he's like, with all of you, is my grandfather here as well?
Your mother says, no, but that would really drive the point home. Look, we need
This is an intervention.
Flipper, we really need to talk.
Don't tell me.
And she stands up and goes, now, your friend there, excuse me, miss, as she kind of like, what's with all the noise? Who are these people? As your mother kind of goes, no, we're his family. Now we have this is a family meeting. If you are interested in my boy, you are surely able to stick around. But if you are just some common barmaid that wishes to have some fun, I suggest you leave and have the educated individuals in the room discuss matters. And she, kind of half drunk herself, kind of goes, what? This is too loud. I'm getting out of here. As she kind of like stumbles out and kind of goes,
Where are my
that was fun."
clothes?
Yeah, kind of like, where are
Where are my clothes?
Oh, there they are. As she kind of grabs them and puts them on and kind of
It's like, wait, doing it?
as she kind of goes, don't worry, I don't want to be a part of this, whatever this is. Yeah,
There's
but
always a window in these tavern rooms. You can always jump out.
At this point, you hear a on the door. You hear your mother go, we're busy in here.
I really don't care if you're busy, but I'm here for Flipper.
So am I. This is
why
family
can't I
business. You'll...
Family business can go shove it up the ass. And she's gonna stride in and look the Flipper. It's like, oh, lovely, you're here. We need to get going.
As you see a half-dressed female, kind of like, who's that? Is this another man?
She just smirks and
Nobody
and
understands.
just clicks her tongue at her. Anyway, Flipper, we should probably get going.
Does
yeah.
nobody understand privacy?
Would you rather me save you from your family or not?
Save? No, he's not getting out of this one.
I think he can when he is an adult and not under your roof anymore and not under your rules, so he doesn't have to listen to you.
She looks at you and goes, you truly don't know where we're from, do you? He's always under my roof.
Oh, if he's an adult, then not really. He really doesn't have to be.
Yet when he acts like a child, as well as keeping secrets from the ones who raised him, she glares towards you. Your father kind of like gives a look of, sorry man, try my best.
We're all mortal, we all keep secrets.
Maybe in your family. Flipper.
In all families, not just mine.
Flipper,
So
who's
maybe you should
this-
bugger off and let him be.
Why couldn't I have just gotten a bit more sleep?
Because apparently your family didn't want to let you.
Oh, no,
Why
we-
couldn't I have just died in my sleep? Is what I imagine he actually meant to say.
Ow. Oh, my back.
Just
Um,
afterwards, it's like, why couldn't have that barmaid been an assassin? He just says,
At this point,
Flipper, come on.
you then
We
hear...
need to go.
you
We have
then-
business to do.
You then hear a... as the bartender kind of looks over...
no!
Excuse me, it's getting very loud in here. Can you please exit the room, all of you? I'm getting complaints. Please.
I'm getting complaints.
As
Thank you!
as the bartender escorts everybody out of the room, first the people who didn't pay for them, so like your family, and like basically
out of the
like,
room.
like she escorts everyone out of the room
Who didn't pay for it?
who didn't pay.
Wait, I didn't choose for any of this to happen. I woke up and they were... Oh, god damn it.
She looks at you, Flipper, who is basically the only one in the room now, and kind of goes, "You're welcome." And she kind of goes over to the window, opens it up, and goes, "Do you want to?
Thank you.
I'll cover for you. I'll say I lost track of you. Leave." As she just
You
leaves the
lost
room.
track of...
She goes, "I didn't see you." As she walks.
I didn't see you.
And I got a roll. 1d100.
For what?
To decide
Suffering.
whether or not he's leaving.
Oh man.
Roll high.
Okay. Brian, you choose. High, I
High.
leave, or I
High you
stay.
leave. High you leave. It's always high, man.
Which is the dominant personality in the moment?
That's high, technically.
That is high.
Who's munching on something?
I am eating. Fuck off.
I was like, munch. I'm like, I'm getting hungry now.
Jump out the window.
He just takes one look, quickly just looks over to his backpack. Wow. Yeet! And
There-
just starts climbing down.
Just
There's a mouse eating something in the corner.
Yeah. So you hop out the window, close the window behind you as you just kind of skid down the side of the tavern. And you're like, oh,
Yep,
I
he's
made
just
it.
got his shield on his back and using his climbing speed.
Climbing speed. Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Yes, I am a mobile
My computer
bird.
keeps falling asleep because we're not doing anything on it.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
So, yeah, this kind of ruckus would have woken up anybody who was still asleep. But the people who are in the tavern at the moment, which are probably the rest of the individuals, aside from Harmony, who is getting escorted down by the bartender.
Crusader's not there. He has no reason to meet back up the party.
That's true. You're back. You're at the house.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of chopping wood with Jet.
Yeah, who is trying his best at the moment. He's gotten better over the couple of years, but he's still, not the greatest. But it works.
It's a tree. This is an axe. Hit it.
Basically. So Liana Rai, who is still groggily waking up at the moment.
Yana probably, took an early breakfast and is in the tavern proper.
Mm-hmm. You notice that a group of individuals, like 4 of them, and then the bartender afterwards. You hear the bartender go, "Now, come on, just let him have his space. He'll come down soon. It's fine." And she kind of goes back to the bartender area. And you see this drow female kind of like with her arms crossed, kind of looking very like annoyed just at everything.
Of course his mother's the drow.
She kind of goes, that boy. This is... I thought I raised him
distraught.
You're a bit of a bitch, so I would understand why he wouldn't want to be around you.
Whoa!
She looks at you with a look of...
You better hope
Disgust.
she's not a wizard.
Oh,
Because if
she
she is,
is.
you're about to die.
Oh, she's
is.
not
The mom's a
just
wizard?
any wizard.
She's not just any wizard.
High level wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Terrifying.
She kind of looks at you with the look
Blast
of...
his ass back to the past.
kind of a look of, you dare say that to me, of all people? Look at you. Kind of look. As she's about to reach up her hand to do something, you see the guy, the ranger, kind of put a hand on her shoulder. Oh, no, dear. You know kids these days. And he walks her by you, Harmony. He looks at you and shakes his head no with like a look of, please don't do this.
Just don't fucking start this.
Like a desperate look of, please don't. Like, I know this woman. She's my wife. Don't, please. Like, you don't want this.
I beg
Look
you.
up, she will kill you. Please stop.
Kind of.
She just growls quietly.
He kind of looks at you and goes, kind of mouths the words of "thank you," as he starts to talk her down, as she just starts to vent at him, just kind of like these.
I
Cannot no
think you just made it
respect.
worse on Flipper.
The kinds of people he associates himself with, and those people in the Outlands, as she just starts to talk about things. You notice that the girl that was in the room previously, she kind of Flipper's gonna have a nice long talking to when he gets back home. This
DM,
was
tell
the
me when
sister.
tell me when
she
I'm
walked
done
by.
chopping wood, because I have a way to get me back to the party.
Sure.
Oh
yeah.
shit. Lunaire still needs to wake up. I forgot.
At this point, Lunaire will probably wake up with
From all the shouting.
from all the shouting and noises and stuff.
He comes down the stairs, hair mask, those what do you call it? The sleeping masks pushed onto his forehead in like a nightgown and a fucking muumuu with slippers. And he's like, no. He still has the eye mask on because he doesn't like showing his dull gold eyes from being blind.
Yeah, I was about to say a night mask for a blind man is pretty interesting.
But it's still funny.
But you kind of in that pajama wear kind of go downstairs because of all this noise happening.
Lunaire just looks around like, I'm trying to sleep. Lie down. Back with you. That's about it.
Okay.
Well, it is probably about time you wake up. Verbally.
He just looks over like, and then walks off to go find something to eat because boy hungry.
Okay,
And Harmony is gonna go find Flipper.
Good idea.
sure.
And Flip just took the nearest path that led as far away from here as possible and just booked it.
What a mood. Stole someone's horse.
Oh man.
If he's
Can
going
she
to be heading, if
can
he
she quickly
can
pray
start
to
heading out of
Phoenix?
town, he's heading to that not the wilds, what it's called, the outlands.
To the
Oh, no.
outlands.
If he's leaving town, he's heading for the outlands.
Yeah, can Harmony pray to Phoenix to like try to find Flipper?
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
Depending on your role, I might give you a bonus to your investigation of finding Flipper.
Where's my roll?
Don't crit miss or he'll lead you astray.
Phoenix probably wouldn't do that. Just probably wouldn't
Jump
get
into
anything
the
out of him.
fire and be born
Phoenix.
anew.
17. Yeah, that'd definitely give you some sort of bonus. I'm not going to tell you what, but go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you can find Flipper before he completely runs away from the party. Oh yeah, you kind of like you kind of walk out of the tavern. You kind of look around like, okay, he's not here. Let's check the back. You kind of look at the back. You kind of look up. Notice that a window is slightly ajar. And you're like, okay. And you kind of look down. You notice scuff marks. You're like, okay, now I understand. You look and you see like boot prints and like footprints running off in a direction. You're like, I know where he went, and you can follow them. And you will.
She would like quickly like grab Liana.
Who is
If
back in
Leona's
the
awake.
tavern. Yeah.
Yep. Leona's down there with
she-
another plate of protein.
She'd go
Mood.
she'd go into the tavern and look at Liana and just grin. I know where our friend went. Come with me before his mom finds him, because I don't think he really wants to. I don't think he would want her to find him first.
You scream that?
No, whisper it.
Okay, because I heard you say
She's whispering
scream
it.
for some reason.
No,
I'm like,
no,
what?
no. She's going
probably
over to
messed up.
Liana and just like whispers it like really quietly so that only she can hear.
Okay, sure. So
All right, let's go find the bird before he gets skinned.
She would nod and like grab her hand and just like dart off in the direction.
Oh, you grab Leona's hand.
Yeah.
She immediately pulls it back.
She just frowns slightly and shrugs as she just darts off.
Leona will follow at the best pace she can.
sure. Rye kind of like looks over. What? Kind of really confused about what has happened. Rye is now T-posing in PC mode, floating somewhere.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He's just like he's like T-posing in the corner, like half clipped into a wall.
He's
Don't
hitting
worry about
he's
it.
doing the wall like 3 times a day.
DM, remember our
Yeah.
GM's thing. He has a gnome in his mouth.
Oh, I
God.
remember that. Yeah.
He has the gnome in his mouth. He's not doing anything right now.
So, Crusader, about this time you would finish up chopping wood,
Okay.
and Jed is tired early in the morning, just like I'm getting something to drink. So he goes. and gets some water.
I go. No, you're not. We have to take this wood to the tavern.
Great. Okay. As he,
Or did you forget we sell firewood to the tavern?
I didn't. I'm just thirsty.
We'll get a drink when we're there. Jeez.
Fine. As he.
So I
helps you-
take it.
Yeah.
I take the wood to the tavern and go. Mara, your sister's asleep. There's twins, Mara and Michelle. Michelle takes night shift.
Mhm.
Mara takes day shift.
Yeah.
I
mhm.
thought.
Sure. Definitely. And she kind of looks at you and goes, yeah.
Here to sell you the firewood for the day.
All right. How many pounds?
How many pounds would we got? We would have chopped down a sizable tree.
Sizable tree. I'd say you'd probably get maybe around 10-ish pounds of wood. Why not? Let's put it there.
10 pounds.
She kind of goes,
We got about half the tree cut up.
yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, you wanted to get paid in silver pieces or gold pieces today?
Silver.
Silver pieces. All right, then. I will be able to give you, as she kind of looks over it, kind of like inspecting the bark and like the the rings on the wood and stuff. Goes, pretty decent. I'll give you about. Let's make it in silver for the whole lot. Give you 10 silver for the whole lot.
Deal.
All right.
I will give 5 silver to Jet.
Sure thing. Transaction completed. She easily carries the 10 pounds and places it in storage.
I look towards Milk's character, whose name I still don't know.
Just
There you
call him Lunar.
Oh, Lunar. What's with the
Um,
mask?
Don't
Like,
worry about it.
shouldn't you take that off after you're
No.
done sleeping? You look kind of ridiculous.
I'm not going to show you what's underneath.
I don't want to see what's underneath. I don't swing that way.
He just lets out a heavy sigh, just not having it in the morning because he's a morning person. Whenever he's being woken up by screaming children.
Is Flip's family still here?
Oh yeah, you notice the drow just kind of venting
Angry
to her
wizard.
husband,
Angry
about
wizard woman.
something about her son being the rebellious one. She doesn't know who went wrong with him.
What a mood!
You get a thing of like he really shouldn't have gone to the Outlands during break. That's what changed him, I think. Like.
Oh god.
Like a lot of
This
stuff.
is your fault. You let him off too easy.
Kind of. It's kind of like you were not
yelling at
strict
the
enough
wife.
with him.
Or, yeah, yelling at the husband.
And the husband's just like, now, dear, don't worry about it. He's a good
Honey.
kid. And he's just like,
I'll head over to him and go, Miss, if you're talking about Flipper, I can go check his room. I know which room he was staying at for you.
She kind of looks at you and goes, that'd be very kind of you. If you could just knock on his door and tell him to get down here, that'd be amazing. And if he doesn't answer, break down the door, and I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it, by the way.
I'll pay for it.
You know what? I think I like you. And I'm going to start heading up the stairs.
Sure. You head up the stairs.
Room.
You find Flip's door.
I'm just going to open it if it's not locked.
It is not locked. Because Flip didn't.
Because Flip
lock
never
it.
said that.
Yeah, Flipper didn't lock it. He's just like, I'm darting out the window.
He didn't even think about locking it. He's just like, I need to get away.
Yeah, you open it. It's an
around
empty
the
room.
I look under the bed to make sure he's not hiding under the bed.
Empty room.
Oh. Huh. I'll head back down to the drow woman and go, he's not in his room. Are you sure this is where... No, this is where he was staying, but he's not in his room. I think you missed him.
You see her slowly turn her head towards you, looking at you like
Fire in her eyes.
Kind of like not at you, but like because of what you said, just like, oh, that boy's gonna get it, kind of look.
I love that.
As she just goes,
something
you.
wrong?
Thank you
I think
for letting
I'm
me
gonna
know.
fuck up my son.
If you see my son, tell him that his mother wishes to talk to him.
Oh.
You see the husband kind of look at you and just kind of, you see him mouth kind of like a short sentence of, do what she says.
Do what she says.
Mouthing into him like, run.
If I were, I know, Flip a little bit. If I were to say, you know, where he changed, I would probably say around the time he started cutting himself. You know, I know kids get into it nowadays, but that's just a slippery slope.
So that does not make sense. That was today.
Cutting yourself.
I mean...
He never did that before.
I mean, did you ever check his wrists, his thighs? He may have been doing it all along. He's just been hiding it.
Is it because he's a blood hunter?
Maybe.
I don't know that. I
don't
just
know.
saw him cut himself in combat.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know?
No,
For
Crusader
seemingly
doesn't know.
no reason.
Yeah.
I was like, what
My
is this
character just
coming?
thinks he's a cutter.
Oh my god. I was like, whoa.
Oh man, this is amazing.
I tuned in on the wrong time, like cutting.
Look.
What? Excuse me?
Crawl
Look, I
in
think
my crawl.
I'm just watching
I
cooking
think if
videos.
anything, he probably needs some stern discipline and an intervention, because he might be addicted to these type of things. Cutting yourself releases dopamine. It's very addictive.
Yes.
I'd be worried about him.
Luckily, at the academy, we have many people who are able to do that kind of thing. We just need to get him back there, I think.
Well, I'll be happy to help if I see him. If I see him, I'll tell him the message, and if I know where to find you, I'll point you to him.
Thank you so much.
Really, no problem.
As she turns to her husband and whispers, which you hear because she deliberately wants you to hear this, and goes, "Now that man is a kind one. Too bad he is in the company of other individuals that are not so kind." To her husband.
I know for a fact she's not referencing Jet, so I'm fine with it.
No, she's not referencing Jet whatsoever.
Because she hasn't met Jet. If I thought she was, I'd probably get very pissed.
Yeah.
She's not.
No, she's not.
Jet is a sweet little boy.
Sweet little boy.
You notice that the husband, who is kind of nodding at his wife, kind of looks over at you, sly glance, kind of like gives your mouth a thank you, and he kind of was like, "See, no, not everyone's bad," and they're starting to talk. She seems to have calmed down a slight bit.
Sounds like the husband's scared of her.
I'll head over.
For good reason, yes.
She's a high-level wizard and a drow. I know.
What are drows? Sorry.
They're dark elves. Basically, if you want an evil elf, that's a drow. DM doesn't really play them that way, but normally, like, if you had a drow wizard and it's a female, she'd have a massive superiority complex and want to kill everything that isn't a drow.
Well, not superiority complex, because the females are superior in drow.
I was talking about above ground.
Oh, right. Okay. Gotcha.
Like, in their society, it's not complex, but above ground it is.
Gotcha.
Huh.
So, yeah, that's what
cool.
they're kind of talking now. The husband's still trying to calm her down.
I head up to Mara and say, I'll ask. We still got about half of a tree left if you need that wood. If not, I'll probably, hand it over to some of the carpenters.
I think that, we always need some in here to fuel the fires. If you're not around, you can just, maybe leave it on your doorstep, and I'll just slide the payment underneath your door whenever you come back. If you're leaving I know sometimes you go over to Gold Meadow, so.
Yep. Hey, Jet. If you chop up the rest of that wood, you can take the payment for it.
Oh, serious? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Oh, bet.
Can I start now?
Yeah, go ahead. You already got your drink.
Go.
More than bet.
He kind of like jumps up, finishes the water that he had, kind of like, thanks. He darts out.
Oh, I love Jet. Wholesome boy. Token kid.
My character's backstory, he literally saved him from the slums. He was like a hunchback and dying of starvation.
Oh.
Yeah,
my character is turning out. I think I should switch my characters a lot with, like, lawful good.
It's a lot of lawful goods happening. Yeah.
Lawful wholesome.
Lawful
wholesome. I love that.
Okay.
Good way to describe it.
As Crusader and Lunaire are both in the tavern, does Crusader go and try to find Flip in addition to Harmony, who is already, and Liana?
I'll ask Lunaire if she knows where Liana went, like if she shoved off or not.
Lunaire?
Oh, sorry. It cut out, so I didn't hear anyone.
Okay.
I was asking, have you seen Liana, or has she left the city?
I don't know. I've just been gathering food for myself. I don't know if she's left the city or not.
Okay. Well, I've been kind of thinking on what that other tiefling Harmony said, and I maybe have an idea if she really wants us all to get together like a adventuring party. I might have an idea of what to do.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind her. She does have,
She's
some.
eccentric.
She has some fire in her. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
She seems like she'll be a good addition to this.
Well, we're not a party yet.
That's true.
Besides, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with what I have in mind.
Oh, I'm already concerned.
Oh, no, it's nothing. You see, a while ago, I went up to Gold Meadow and fixed their problems in the Grove by showing the druids what was going wrong. However, it had the stink of fallen druid or something of the like on it, and we never found what could have been causing it. So, while it hasn't come back in the times that I've checked previously, I still want to go back and investigate it to make sure everything's cleaned up.
Alright.
Something about it left me with a foul taste in my mouth.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, if you want to go try and find this Harmony and Liana with me.
Let me put all this food away, take it in my bag, and let me go get dressed real quick, and then I'll run back down.
Sounds fine. I can wait. I'm in no rush.
Yeah. Lunar
Listen,
shoves a bunch of food into places and then runs off.
I just imagine they're just shoving
Pocket bacon.
food in, and, like shoving it in like the cheeks of his face, and then like putting
Basically.
it in, like
Yes,
like,
join the pocket bacon club.
Yep, just like shoving food into the face and also just in the pockets and just running upstairs and just changing, coming back down a few minutes later.
I'll pay for like a big slab of like fucking
Thick bacon.
rare steak.
Ooh.
Just a slab of meat. Just
I'm a dragonborn. We're meat
Yeah.
eaters.
Meat.
I think
So
this party's a lot of meat eaters with Liana and just Crusader alone. You could just eat meat.
True.
Just like pounds
Straight up like
and
nothing.
pounds.
It's like
Yeah, so
it's like
I eat a
those
big
anime
steak.
movies.
drink some water, and I'll be done by time because he can eat fast since his teeth are made for tearing flesh.
Sure.
Chomp,
So
chomp.
you eat as Lunaire comes down, and the two of you head off to find Harmony and Flipper and Liana, and probably Rai, who is floating somewhere.
My character's not going to make any investigation checks. He'll be like, considering how loud Harmony was, I'm pretty sure if we just ask around, someone's going to have seen her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you are looking around, switching back over to Harmony and Liana, you are easily on the trail of Flipper as you turn around a corner of one of the streets and notice him in the streets, kind of jogging at the moment, kind of maybe 80 or so feet away from you all, from the two of you. So you see him.
She's gonna make her way up. She's gonna make her way to him and just like grab him, just like gently by her tail. Don't be running off too far, buddy.
He turns around and just starts walking backwards as he's not gonna just stop entirely, but he is slowing down significantly.
Mm-hmm.
I was just
Escaping from your family.
well,
No.
not just, and then looks over to Liana. Oh, and he just shuts up at that point, just continues walking, looking around like, oh god, is my family following you guys?
No, as far as I know, they didn't follow us. Don't worry, stick with us and you'll be fine.
No, he doesn't actually say that, he just kind of looks around, kind of paranoid.
Yeah, and she could probably figure out. She could probably like assume what he's worried about.
Okay.
It's like,
That's fair.
don't worry. Like as far as I know, they didn't follow us. I am quite certain that some of the others might have been able to distract your mother, but we'll keep an eye on you. Don't worry. She just has a really soft smile.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but I'll be fine. I'm just heading up to Floribundas Then
Fine. Fucked up, insecure, needy, emotional.
Damn. Laid him out like that.
My favorite quote from
No
Deadpool.
mercy.
I love it.
No mercy.
You know,
No
despite
chill.
your appearance, you're not as nice as you seem.
I'm nice when it comes to certain people. Also, I'm just really blunt, especially when I need to be. Also, I really want to help you, and sometimes that means I have to be blunt with people. So don't try to run away from your problems. Stay with us.
Run away, run away, run away.
Well, it's not exactly running away from my problem, also running towards them.
Anyway, stay with us. You'll be good. I'm sure the others will catch up soon enough.
As you say that,
And that's what I'm worried about.
Only the ones in our party, not your family.
Wait, we have a party now?
You guys have a name. You guys are basically an adventuring group.
Basically. She's
Well,
not
they-
wrong.
Small trio of monster fights.
Yeah, but you guys fought together and you guys even had a name. You guys are basically an adventuring group, and I might as well join. Because I need some adventure in my life.
as you
Especially
say
with
that,
my name.
Like even I haven't consented to this.
you notice a little kid. A little kid.
My nightstand.
Oh no! You see a little kid, a kid gnome, being held by the hand by their mother. Walk by and go, "Mom, look! It's part of the silver brand. Look! It's the one who keeps on cutting himself." And then there's the one that. No, don't say that. I'm so sorry. As she walks,
Liana's gonna
Just
scowl.
noticeably just kind of slumps.
and she goes,
And I
"Look!
hope
There's the
that-
girl who ripped off that on keg. Hey, she was so cool." And she goes, "I'm so sorry. Don't
like,
bother them."
Harmony just like caringly wraps her tail around like Flipper's shoulder to like comfort him.
Oh
Flipper
god.
just kind of slumps noticeably, and maybe the mother will hear if she has a particularly good sense of, but he'll just say, "I actively try to help defend those in my group, and that's what I remembered." Lovely.
Mood.
I'm just a guy that cuts myself.
I mean, kind of are.
I'm just the emo cutter in the group, I guess.
At this point, you notice that a few legionnaires are kind of walking by the group of you. They each have they seem to have like papers in their hands, like scrolls of some kind, and they're chatting with one another in Flipper, you understand this. They're chatting in giant.
Conscription! We're gonna conscript everyone in the street.
Wait a minute, do I recognize any of these people? Because of their wizards, I might have been in the same class with them at one point.
You look at these ones. No, these ones you do not recognize. They seem to be. One of them seems to be a dwarf, and one of the other ones seems to be a Goliath. Both male, kind of talking with one another in giant. There's small talk essentially, but they seem to walk by you as they start to turn towards what looks to be a board, and they start like looking at it, taking things off, and like putting things on, like hammering, posting notices onto the board, and then they kind of like laugh about something, and they turn and walk back to their posts. Other than that, you also see the street is kind of getting busier at this point in the morning. Shops are opening up, people are moving around, and I'd say around this point, the rest of the party can actually meet up with one another. Throughout this conversation, Crusader.
I told you.
Idle
all we have-
time is wasted time, he says as he just starts walking again.
I told you, Lunaire, all we have to do is follow the trail of angered people by the shouting pink one.
Yes, I think I've noticed that. Wherever shouting goes, it's.
I'm quite
usually
easy to
our
find,
people.
don't worry.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
could tell
also-
pint-sized. You hear
She
your voice
is-
from a mile away.
She has giggles. You're not wrong. I am quite loud.
Like loud.
Anyway,
You stand out way more than I do.
Flipper, your mom, with a really angry glare, told me that she wanted to speak with you.
Let's keep him away from his mother. Now, why don't we?
Oh my god.
I think that's just gonna make this worse.
Eventually.
She seems very aggressive, and we could just go on adventures and keep you away from her. How's that sound?
Hey,
Good? Cool.
you shouldn't run from this, because otherwise he's just gonna want to stay away from his family forever. He's gonna drive a wedge between them. Look, I think you should talk to her.
It seems like there's already a wedge driven, especially with how controlling she is of her own son, who is obviously an adult.
No.
So she has no right.
No. It was my fault to begin with.
Well, more to the
No.
point, it was probably Rye's fault, considering he just kind of ran up to us and said we should all join in a fighting group.
No, I mean the reason that this ever happened to begin with.
Are you getting metaphysical with me?
Getting metaphysical with me.
I am. He sighs and just starts walking towards the outlands.
No. You shouldn't do that.
Why my home is this way?
No. So, Harmony raised a good point that got me thinking.
Oh no, he's thinking.
Such a tragedy.
I'm going to beat you to death with my shield if you keep talking like that, Linnea.
Wait, does he just giggle?
And
Anyway,
Flipper's gonna
what
add
I
something
was-
in on top of that real fast, if you
Okay.
don't mind. I
That'll be
think his
good.
time god is sending him ideas he'd have in the future.
Oh, fucking.
Oh boy, sounds fun.
Oh, the heresy in you. Anyway,
Here we goes with the heresy again.
Cease
Any-
your heresy.
anyway, what I was thinking is a while ago, and I don't know if Liana or Flipper would be interested in this. A while ago, I stopped a spread of unnatural fungus in
Unnatural.
Gold Meadow. It seemed to be the work of a fallen druid or some other type of dark caster wishing to mess with things around there. They stopped the spread of it, healed the land. However, we never found what was causing it. Left a bad taste in my mouth. I was about to head back over there and inspect the place and see if we could get any leads on who actually did it and see if they're back. You could come with me if you wanted to, I guess. That's where I'm heading.
I'm up for it.
I don't mind.
Is
Such
there
a
a
dear.
potential of being compensated for this?
It would be very, very, it would make the leader, Kellen, very happy, so yes.
Liana, you also notice that there's a job posting board off to the side, and there seems to be new papers on it as well. Everyone notices that, but
And what I'm going to do is what I always do when I go down there. I'm going to join up with the caravan to Gold Meadow as a hired guard. And go down there. Once I get there, I'm going to do some investigating, which I'm not too good at, which is why I'm asking for your guys' help. And then after a little bit, if we don't find anything or after we take care of it, which hopefully we will do, I was thinking we catch we do armed escort again back to Stirk. Armed escort gets you, well, if you find the right caravan, free food and drink, and you get paid sometimes per mile, sometimes just a standard rate.
as you're having this discussion, you overhear a conversation coming from what seems to be a few individuals looking at the job board. You hear a,
You really want us to go look at that job board?
I don't know, maybe. You hear. Actually, who speaks giant? I know Crusader
I
does.
do.
Flipper does. Does Harmony?
I think just those two.
Does Harmony speak
Yeah.
giant?
I think just those two.
Okay, so the two of you.
Yep, just us.
The two of you notice one of them go, "Oh, wow, that's a lot of gold. Is Kellen really paying 3,000 gold for this job? What is this?"
I was taking a sip of
3,000
my
gold.
water and I just spit it everywhere.
Did a
and
full
Flipper
spit
just
take.
starts audibly choking.
I
As he just starts
head
walking
over
over.
and start reading that posting and go, I knew it!
Okay,
I
you.
knew this wasn't the end!
So you.
Just he just looks over to Crusader just with wide eyes and just yells to him in giant 3,000 gold. I'm in.
Hell
I'm in.
yeah! I show everyone the paper and go, I was right in my thinking that this wasn't over. She's offering a bounty of 3,000 gold.
On who?
For what?
As
Exactly.
Yeah. So the rest of you who don't read Giant or speak Giant don't know what this paper says. Crusader, the one you have, basically says a payment of 3,000 gold pieces or equivalent in platinum will be rewarded to the individuals who to a individual or group of individuals who manage to find the ailment that is cursing the grove near Gold Meadow and put an end to it for good. A harmful fungus has reappeared in troves, and all wildlife in the area is exceedingly aggressive.
This
There's
reminds me of
also-
Nausicaa of the Wind.
There is also some type of new
Valley of the Wind, I mean.
plant that has grown in new areas and is causing people to black out and
Yeah, that's Nausicaa.
not remember things.
Sweet. I was right then. So, Miss Liana, 3,000 gold and the fare to be an armed escort up there sound good to you?
I'm. Did you say
Take
3,000 gold?
Harmony
Split between
giggles.
us.
Harmony giggles and just boops around the nose with her tail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
That's an insane amount, but
Liana's just gonna take a moment and just count out how many there are. Split 6 ways, that's 500 gold each.
I wouldn't mind having 500 gold.
That's a very good job, yes. Yes.
So,
Well, if it's Fey, Fiend, or Undead,
since I've done this before,
find it.
can I find a caravan rather easily going to Gold Meadow since I've done this before?
Yeah, you would be able to find a caravan pretty easily. Yeah, definitely. And
Oh,
one
no,
that would
he's sleeping.
pay the group. It's not much for armed caravan escorting, obviously. It's not going to be like crazy, but like for travel from here to Gold Meadow,
10, 20
only-
gold.
Essentially, yeah. It's
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not good generally, but it's good for
If,
like
if we're
armed
if
escorting.
we're going out of country, we'd get like a couple hundred, definitely.
Yeah.
If not more.
Would it be everyone paying themselves, or like they just all pitch in?
It
How
would
does
be
it work?
it would be us pitching in, like setting camps and stuff, and then we'd get
Oh.
food and drink, and then also the gold.
Oh,
Yeah, basically protect the caravan if anything happens. Keep an eye out for anything. Make sure the travel is safe.
Yeah.
Essentially.
oh okay.
I'll find
okay.
one of the bigger caravans that are going since we have a large party.
Sure. Yeah, you find a caravan that's about like 3 carts big, which is pretty decent. And you kind of speak with the leader of their. They agree to have you on as escorts. They offer you about in total like a total from here to Gold Meadow. With a stop at Fogway, because they're stopping at Fogway and then going over to Gold Meadow, probably a total of like 15 gold for the whole entire trip
Oh, that's not bad.
of
Per
payment.
person, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 gold to split between the party would be utter nonsense.
Yeah.
So 15 apiece?
Yes,
Yeah,
15
15
apiece.
apiece.
Okay, and is it advance or...
Yes, it would be advanced
Ow,
because
my
they
foot.
want you to. They want to pay you and be like, okay, you're working with us now. You have your money. Come on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do your
Yeah.
side.
Do your thing.
They
So-
probably instantly hire Crusader, considering he's done guard work before, and he's 7'10"
Yeah.
giant dragon.
Behemoth.
A giant dragonborn. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's
So, yeah.
definitely going to dissuade some smaller groups of like goblins and stuff. Just seeing Crusader.
Yeah.
Head for the heel.
So
Head
yeah,
for the hills.
you are now employed at this 3-cart caravan, as well as you have the paper of the 3,000 gold job that someone in the Grove has posted. Probably Kellen herself.
On the way, once we sign up with Caravan, like before we head out, I'm gonna get everyone together and say, okay, so here's something you guys need to know. No killing animals unless it's actually absolutely necessary. Kellen's a nature-loving type. So
Of course, I would never think of hurting an animal unless it's completely necessary.
Exactly.
If
Unless
we go
it's gonna
around
attack
there-
me, I'm going to kill it.
no. I'm saying, yeah, if it's a wolf and it's attacking you and you can't like just knock it out, go ahead and kill it.
Of course.
Don't
But if
just-
it's a deer or something else like a bird, because it does say the animals are getting very aggressive, if it's something like that, just knock the little thing out, put it somewhere where it's not going to get hurt.
Is there any way to... Have we not found a cure for these animals yet? No?
There's no cure other than ridding the place of the fungus, and it seems to have gotten a lot worse since I was back there a few months ago.
Yeah, no one at the
Alright.
moment knows.
Has
if
found
there's
a
well, you don't
cure
know.
or anything?
You don't know. The only person that's been over there has been Crusader, and they haven't found any sort of cure from the last time that Crusader went over.
Well, the
Yeah.
last time I went over there, it was completely clean.
It was,
So it
yes.
just sprang up again.
Yeah, recently.
Actually,
Neither
come to
knocks
think
together
of
one.
it, Chandler, could I possibly roll just straight intelligence to see if I remember if this
0.
could be caused by like undead, fiends, or fae?
Sure.
It could always be caused by
Speaking to
Fae.
What was that
So-
fairy that we had last game? What was her name?
Oh, V.
V.
Oh, the little pixie. Yeah.
Oh, it was a pixie.
7. Yeah, I have no clue.
Not a damn clue.
You're like fungus. Then
Stumped.
Huh? Okay. You've never heard of this before.
I'm probably not going Path of Conquest, the Oath of Conquest, just because it doesn't fit my character with how I'm playing it.
Could I roll
Hey, that's fair
something
enough.
if I know about it due to my family?
Sure. Either make a. Crusader didn't really explain. I'll say if Crusader explains what he saw, then I'll have you
I'll explain the fungus as it's.
like the
I'll
way
explain the
it's
fungus that I saw, the way it looks, and what it was doing to the animals, because that's about the extent of what I know, and it's pertinent information.
Yes. Okay. So with that, I'd either let you do a nature check, but I'll give you a bonus to it. Not an advantage, because this is something that
Yeah.
you yourself haven't heard of. But I'll give you like a plus. I'll say +2 to it from that. I'm doing really loose with the rules right now, and I don't really care.
Wait, Stirk is a big town, right?
It's pretty big, yeah.
I'm gonna go to a bookstore and ask for a book, a big book on normal plants, and then if they have any books on rare plants and fungi and stuff like that.
Sure. So you go off in that way. Harmony, I would like you to make a nature check, and I'll give you an additional +2 to your bonus, whatever that is, based on the. So that'd be a 10. It's kind of hard to place it without actually being there and seeing it for yourself. It's kind of hard to actually know about what this thing is, or it's just difficult.
Question.
Answer.
Could I make a check, since I am proficient with the herbalism kit? Could I make a check using that skill?
Sure, and I'll say with the description that Crusader gave, I'll also give you an additional +2.
Okay, so using the tool skill or
Yes.
A nature check. Okay.
With the tool skill, sure. Why not?
26!
I'm pretty sure you know what this is. It's this type of fungus. You know the name of it, the alchemical name. You know the uses for it in alchemy.
Liana wouldn't know the names. You know what it is and what it does, and what it can be used for. Those are the main things. Liana, I'm just gonna say you don't know the name of it, obviously, or the scientific name. That would not fit your character to know that. But from the description,
I'm back.
okay, from the description that Crusader gave, from the effects that it had on wildlife, something in the back of your mind remembers something in your past, that you've seen this thing in jars maybe, or samples somewhere.
Okay.
It's very similar to certain things that happened. I'll leave it at that. I think I know I think you get where I'm getting at with this.
I do.
But it's very, very familiar to you.
I know any way to protect oneself from its effects.
You did remember that there was some sort of concoction that individuals were using that if this plant or fungus was in vicinity, that they would essentially use this concoction of what seemed to be actually with the natural 20 I'll actually give you that too, because okay, oh man, how dare you.
You said I could do it, so I did it.
It's a 26 too. That is like that's way too much for me to not give you this.
Yes.
I hate this, but I love it. Okay, so you know that it's like a mixture of it has like a perfume base, but it's mixed in with other small alchemical elements, very, very common alchemy elements actually, things that you could find in an alchemy kit. But it's the specifics you're a bit unsure of. You probably have to mess around with it a little bit, make some checks probably. But you kind of know that all you need really is some high quality perfume and some alchemy supplies, like an alchemy toolkit essentially. And then over the course of the perfume lasting, you could possibly make a quote unquote cure per se. It's not really a cure, it's more of like the effects are null. Like it doesn't cure it, but it's like the effects no longer take effect. And essentially what it is, it's like imagine like a perfume that's dabbed onto a piece of cloth and is placed over the muzzle and nostril and mouth of the creature that is affected, and it kind of sedates them, and then it knocks them out, and when they wake up they have a resistance to this fungus.
The cure is chloroform.
I wanted to make it seem like it wasn't like that.
Yes, but you said it on a rag to the face. I'm like, yep, that's chloroform.
Oh, yes.
Does it smell like chloroform to you?
It's odorless.
Here, does this smell like cure to you?
This concoction does have a very, very strong scent to it, and it's kind of like disgusting. The scent to it, it's like immediately gagging kind of
Like
scent.
chloroform.
No, but Liana, you know what this can do and how to possibly mitigate the effects if you happen to. But you know what? You actually know the symptoms too. I'll give you that too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I can't say.
Somehow Liana is an expert on this particular topic.
It's like a moment of clarity from Liana. It's like, oh, okay.
Just a bit of memory.
Yeah. You know that the animals affected. Basically the bigger the animal, the harsher it is, and the more feral it becomes. Like even more so, like more aggressive. Imagine rabies times 2. That kind of thing.
I'm getting Far Cry 5 Judge vibes, which are
Oh,
bliss-infected wolves.
I see where you're going with that. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But Liana, that seems familiar with some other stuff that you remember, you recall. But yeah, basically, bloodshot eyes, foaming mouth, teeth basically always bared. If it's like a dog or larger into bear and all that stuff. It seems to only affect beasts. So like monstrosities and all that stuff probably won't be affected, and they'll act normally. It seems to be targeting beasts, and that is what that fungus kind of does. If
So not
used-
humanoids.
Correct. Humanoids seems to be fine around. It's the beasts that are affected.
Was there a description of the type of like flower or other plant that came up that was affecting humans?
Yes, it was a dark plant that had like purple leaves and like a black stem. Very short to the ground, kind of leafy, kind of heart-shaped leaves almost.
Can I just go to the library and ask if they have any books
On like flora?
On flora that have that specific type of flower in it?
Sure. You ask around. The bookkeeper in there, a gnome woman kind of goes, I don't know the specific flower or plant, but we do have an encyclopedia of it, and I can sell you that if you like. Might take a while for you to actually find it, but yeah, I could definitely do that for you. For that,
what's the cost?
Oh, for this one, oh, it's measly 2 silver for that.
Sure.
All right, you hand over 2 silver. You get the encyclopedia. It's a thick book. You're gonna have to spend some time reading through it and trying to find it. Like,
thank you. And
Thick with 2 C's.
I'll head back to the party and then just start flipping through. I'm reading the description of the plant, and that's it. And if it doesn't fit the description given, I move on.
okay, it'll take you a long time to go through this book to find it, though. Just so you know.
I have however long the caravan is going.
The caravan is stopping at Fogway, which is a day. The travel to Gold Meadow is at a steady pace, slow pace, which they want to go, is probably like 1.5, 2 weeks, something like that. So you have plenty of time to go through it and find it.
So
not at the
I'm
moment.
assuming Liana will tell the party, right?
It depends. Will Liana tell or
She's
not?
going to say that she has an idea that might help, and she's going to go see about acquiring 2 things. 1, an herbalism kit, and alchemist supplies, if possible.
Sure. No perfume? That is a very prominent ingredient.
I mean, step 1 is I need the alchemist supplies.
True. Sure.
Then I will look through the encyclopedia for both the fungus and the plant.
Okay, sure. You start looking through it. It's going to take a while to find one of them, but it's a very dense, small textbook kind of thing.
Pretty dry read.
Very dry. So yeah, you are able to find the kits fairly easily, Liana, and they sell you at market price, whatever that is.
Okay, so 55
and-
gold, and I get 1 of each.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't forget, you can make healing potions with herbalism kits.
I am well aware. That's why I took that proficiency.
Good.
Okay, I think Flipper had something.
Yeah, he's just going to be writing a note, basically making 2 copies, though they're both really short, getting across the idea of, I'm kind of busy with something, I'll talk to you later, and then on one of them, beyond that, it's like, yeah, I know, you warned me. And the first one is just going to be left for his family to get. And the second one is going to be sent to Eno.
Oh, okay. Sure. So you leave one and send the other one off. Sure thing.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
He'll
to
just
do.
kind of sneak back up to the tavern, just shink, just throw in the window.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Jed if he wants to come.
Jet kind of goes, Is it dangerous?
Very.
Are you going alone?
No.
You going with Silverbrand?
Yes.
And I just get to hang out with him.
Yeah. I don't expect you to get up in there and fight. Be dead in one hit.
Well, let's not talk about that. 'Cause I don't want to think about that.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to come.
Okay. Oh, you're 14 anyway. I'll teach you how to wield the blade. I'll buy him a longsword. How much does a longsword cost?
Let me double check. My handy dandy player's handbook that's next to me. Here it is. Okay, a longsword. That would be 15 gold for that.
Oh, I have exactly 15 gold. So I get it, and I go, okay, here's your early birthday present, and I'll go and get him a nice fine longsword. I'll teach you how to use it on the way there when I'm not looking through the book or guarding.
He kind of goes, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can you, like, carve something onto the hilt of this blade?
I can try, yeah.
Cool. And he hands it to you. He goes, can you put the symbol of your deity on it?
Sure.
Sweet.
And I will. I'll do it with my claw. It'll take a bit longer than with my blade, but it's a bit more personal. I'll do it with my claw.
Okay, you spend a few minutes carving that. All right, cool. So, Liana,
my first ever convert.
So Liana went and got her kits. Flip has gone and sent his letters. Crusader has gotten the book and the longsword. Was there anything the rest of the Silverbrand would wish to do before they get ready to leave with the caravan?
I'm solid with
Harmony's
everything.
good with what she has.
Okay, the tiefling clerics are solid. Nice.
One thing before we go,
Sure.
since I was able to acquire the alchemist supplies, how much would it run me for a couple doses of the perfume to kind of experiment with?
Depends on the quality. Are you looking for cheap or pretty expensive or?
You said it was specifically high quality perfume, right?
Correct. You need high quality perfume to actually have the full effect. You can test it on like cheap silver or copper perfume, yes, and see if that works.
She'll probably get some, mid-grade perfume then, just so
Okay,
that way
so
the
like-
chemical, just so it's comparable.
Okay, so like I'd say I'd put a mid perfume, like 2 bottles is like a silver piece or something.
Okay, then she'll buy you said 2 bottles to a silver?
Yeah, just off the top of my head, that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, she'll get 4 bottles then, 2 silvers.
Sure. And the higher end stuff would be probably like 1 bottle is 2 silver. So not like super expensive, but like for perfume, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So just if you want to buy like 1 expensive perfume or something, you can do that too.
Yeah, she's just trying to experiment right now and see if she can get it right.
Sure. Nice. Okay, cool.
All right. And Liana has no more business in the city at the moment.
Very nice.
Same here. I'll give him a little course in it and how to use the sword.
Oh, okay, cool. Like a
And-
little training session. Nice. Little
Yeah,
montage.
I'll give him a little training session, then I'll head back to the caravan once he's good and tired and start reading the book.
Sure, nice. The tieflings are good. Liana's good. Crusader's good. Is Flip done with his business?
I can't really think of anything else.
Oh shit. I do have a small house, so I'm
That's
going to.
Oh,
I
you
don't
could.
know if you'll allow Shelter of the Faithful to work like this. I'm gonna let some of the followers of
Oh, stay in your
Syphilis
house.
stay in my house as
Oh
long
yeah,
as they keep
sure.
it tidy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for
I'll
sure.
grant them Shelter of the Faithful,
Oh yeah,
so long as
totally,
they house watch.
totally. Yeah, a few of them, take up your offer and like, oh yeah, definitely, definitely, Crusader. Without a doubt, we
Yep.
will do that. And they take
And
care
I'll
of your
find
house.
someone else to do the preaching, someone who I trust,
Of course, yeah.
and then I'll head off.
Sounds good.
Because those are two things that definitely need to happen before he leaves. That I would have like banged my head against something if we left and I forgot.
Okay, sounds good. So, you all get all your stuff ready. This is still, at this point, maybe like midday at the moment. Decent time for everyone to leave. But as you all get packed up, your things are ready, your business in Stirk is complete. Jolan does come out and say goodbye to you. He kind of passes by, waves, and kind of says, "Thank you for attending the festival yesterday. Safe travels." And
I'll look up to Jolan and say, one of these days when you have a festival, I'm gonna be strong, and I'm gonna take down one of you storm giants.
he kind of smiles and kind of bends down, kind of goes, "I would love to see that day. I will hold you to it. Maybe you can take me down one of these days." And he gets back up with a
Good.
big smile, and he waves to all of you. And he goes, "Safe travels."
The last thing I'll say to him is like, as we're leaving, I'm gonna shout out to him. One day I'm gonna prove I'm worthy of lordship here. I'm gonna make the greatest fucking keep you've ever seen.
He kind of shouts back at you, which is not very loud for him. He kind of goes, "I'll hold you to it. I have a spot all picked out for you and your Silverbrand companions." He gives you a smirk.
I'll sit down in the. I won't sit down in the cart because we're probably all walking beside it. It's going slow, and we're guards.
At the moment, yes, but
Yeah.
they do
Okay.
say if you need to rest, you can hop in the cart. You're not like forced to stay outside.
I'll kind of sigh, and say, "Well, to everyone, well, I guess we're a group now. Silverbrand it is. We really need to make a whiskey."
We need to have a new name.
No.
Silverbrand
kidding?
really
All of-
doesn't sound nice.
All of Stirk knows us by that already. We already have fans. If we change it, they're just going to be confused.
It doesn't sound good, though.
If we're going to change it, now would be the time.
I'm still going to refer to us as a Silverbrand.
It doesn't sound right.
I rather like the name Silverbrand.
Yeah.
I still like the idea of one day making a distillery.
Fine, we can keep it. I just not fond of the name.
Just
sound right.
It'll grow on you. It'll
No, it
grow on you.
won't. No, it won't.
You notice that Jet
It'll
kind of
grow on you like the whatever the fuck. I can't remember whatever the hell you use to make whiskey.
She baps him with the staff again.
You use corn to make whiskey. You use potatoes to make vodka.
It'll grow on you like the maize we use to make the whiskey.
Baps with the staff.
What?
At
You
that
make
point, he just holds up his
potatoes
rapier to
whiskey?
block it.
No, you make
Quit
vodka
it.
with. You make vodka with potatoes. That's why people call vodka potato whiskey.
Yeah, that's why I said maize.
At this point, Jet, who is happily riding along with everybody, kind of looks at the group and kind of goes, "Huh. I think I'll like being with y'all."
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is Jet for you, Harmony. My
Hi.
son.
Hi, other tiefling.
Harmony would bow graciously. Harmony Lightheart, at your service.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Yep.
Look at that. We got 2 tieflings. And we got
Yep, you can call her pint-sized, apparently. I'll enjoy it.
pint size. She's about as tall as I am.
She is
Yeah,
cringe.
but you still have room to grow.
So I'm not going to be called Pine. I'm okay with that. As he's kind of like checks his sword and sits down.
Wait. I saw Liana using a longsword, right?
Correct.
I'll look at Liana and go, "Hey, I'm trying to teach Jet to use a longsword. I know how to use one, but it's not my main weapon. I was wondering if you could give him some pointers throughout the day."
I'm
I'm not asking you to full on teach him. I'm just asking, pointers.
I can try, but I'm not exactly a trained soldier or anything.
Neither am I.
Well, as long as he doesn't mind an inelegant fighting style.
He got training. He's getting training from me as well, and you saw how I fight. I don't think he might.
I will do what I can.
Okay.
Another training montage. Yeah.
He literally says that, like, jumps up. He was riding a horse. He falls off.
Ow, my knee.
So,
Yeah, Flipper's gonna stay closer to Rye and Lunaire.
Okay. So, as you do that, this will, the full journey will probably take you into the around 5th or 6th of the next month, somewhere around there. To get
Oh boy.
to get to Fogway.
yeah, isn't it just lovely traveling without teleportation?
Even though
Yep, that's not what he's saying. Oh boy, for though. So to get to Fogway though, that's a bit shorter. That would probably only take you about 4 days or so. So you'd be around midweek next week, somewhere around there. In game time, of course. 26th, 27th of the month, and then another week or so on top of that for the full travel to Gold Meadow. So, I'll just say, for the first 4 days, I want 4 of you, I don't care who, to make perception checks.
I'll make a perception check.
I will.
Crusader's
one as
taking
well.
one, Flipper's taking one, and Harmony's taking one. Someone else needs to take another one.
Oh,
I'll
I'll take one.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Cool.
Murderbean can have it.
Okay, I'll take the watch then. Jesus.
Sure. these
I'll
are
take the
good.
watch.
Take the watch. Okay.
It's barely better.
All right. Luckily, Crusader, it's okay that you failed miserably because you're right outside of Stark for a day. No one's really
Yep.
coming around.
I took first watch. I try to stay vigilant, but because I'm so tall, the trees are a bit thick for me.
Yeah, and you look over a lot of things. Flipper, second day into the journey, you don't really notice anything. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Traveling Fogway. That's it. Harmony, same thing. Nothing seems to happen. Liana, you see some wildlife nearby on the 4th day. Some deers or wolves or something in the distance, though nothing comes close to you at all, which is good. You do notice a post kind of near Fogway, like an outpost, a sort of tent structure that was built up, some legionnaires that are nearby. But other than that, seems like you're fine.
I'll give greetings to them.
They nod in response. They don't say anything, but they nod as you pass by. Well, they're on duty. They don't want to be like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" and all this stuff, and "Let me stop your caravan," and "Let me ask you questions," and all that. They do kind of go up and
Join our caravan. Abandon your post.
they do check the caravan, obviously, for the goods and stuff. But other than that, nothing. You all get to Fogway safe and sound. Fogway is actually much bigger than Stirk. It is actually a full-blown city, which people walking all across. You're kind of at the outskirts. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. The caravan asks that, hey, we need to spend a day here to resupply, sell some stuff, and all of that. So tomorrow we'll leave early in the morning.
Any pit fighting rings around?
In Fogway?
Yeah.
Fogway? It doesn't seem like there's any pit fighting arenas. You could probably maybe find some that are illegal.
I'd rather not do the whole illegal thing right now.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm with a caravan. I'd rather not.
Yeah. And that would probably change your alignment from lawful.
Yeah.
Like, I want to willingly go into an illegal fighting ring and fight.
So,
Amazing.
I'll just spend that day. Half of it, the first half will be, if Liana wants to help, she can. But the first half will be me training, Jet, and the second half will be me reading the book.
Sure.
Yeah, Liana will help with the training and then spend the rest of her time looking through just some scraps of paper that she has and working with would it be alchemist supplies to try and replicate this stuff?
Sure. Anything anyone else would like to do in that day of spending in Fogway?
I actually have something.
Sure. Go for it.
He's actually going to approach Harmony and ask about her god.
Okay.
Like, so who do you worship? You are cleric, after all.
The Phoenix.
What is there that I should know about the Phoenix?
Never ask a cleric what you should know about their deity.
She's gonna go on.
Introduction.
Do you have 3 hours?
She's basically
that's
gonna
just
go
for the
on a whole tangent about her
Yeah,
god,
he
just like
stops her
praising
there.
him,
It's
etc., etc.
He stops her, like, immediately. It's like, I just want the gist. I'm not religious. Like that.
Oh, the gist? Oh, I can cut down the gist. That'll be 3 hours for the gist.
She would smile and just like give him the basics. Her tail just like flicking happily as she's excited to like talk about her deity.
Okay.
Hmm.
The gist of the Phoenix,
Okay.
as you know,
And,
of the thing.
After that, he's then going to approach Lunaire and ask the same thing.
You want to know about my god? Why? I mean, I'd love to tell you about her. Just a little curious.
Yes, much of my family is religious in some way or another. I'm
Ah.
still kind of trying to find my place and such.
Well, my god is all about. And then, he explains all about it because I'm
Okay.
too tired to. And it's
So-
Yosa? Yeah, Yosa, the
Yeah.
entertainment goddess.
Yeah. So you get the gist
And-
of Phoenix, rebirth, life, fire, the sun. Yasa, or Yosa, whichever you wish to pronounce her name, is entertainment, joy, laughter, love, these kinds of things. So singing,
He's
dancing.
just gonna take a moment to like, go on, in reference to Yasa.
Oh, god.
I'm liking this one.
Oh, no.
He's not a complete boring piece of shit like Ceres.
Oh, god. Wow.
No, he doesn't say that. It's just like, yeah, my grandfather worships Ceres, and it's a bit dull for my.
Well, again, he just explains more about her and how he has the violin with like a specific symbol for her, and he somehow channels her through the violin and like just jams on it sometimes. And that's how he gets his money half the time.
Oh, well, that sounds pleasant.
Very pleasant. I truly adore Yosa with all my heart.
Maybe I could listen to some of the music.
I'll probably
Cleric
play
of an
while we go on
entertainment
this
god
trip.
Must have good music after.
Oh, there's a lot of music dancing and singing will evolve.
So far, I'm liking this Yasa.
I hope you come to join me in her liking.
I wouldn't mind that.
Ooh. Then I'll have to teach you all about her later on.
Sure thing. It does sound more interesting than the Phoenix, as well as the Dragon God. He says, just still questioning the existence of it.
The dragon
Lunar.
cult.
It's like,
Lunar just like giggles like I'm the chosen one.
yeah, he just leans in closer. I still think that, in reference to that, at least, that Dragonborn's missing a few scales.
I think he's missing more than just a few scales. I think he's missing a few screws and light bulbs upstairs.
Well, I say we don't bring it up to him.
Yes, unless we want to die and get called a heretic.
Yes, we don't want to be purged for our heresy.
Yes, of course, of course.
And they'll just start to chuckling.
Still, like, schoolgirls, like, gossiping, like,
DM, I have
Basically.
a question.
Sure.
Is there a way that I can project my breath weapon out slowly?
Oh my god.
oh no.
For flavor wise, I don't see why not. In combat, it'd be-
Flavor-wise?
Well, I know. In combat it's not good, but I had an idea, and so I'm gonna. My
rule of
character gets
cool,
really bored.
Why not?
My character gets really bored after a few hours of reading. He marks his place, closes the book, puts it down, and heads into town. And he gets he'll buy like 10 vials, empty vials, and fill them with his acid and sell them.
Oh, sure.
This ass.
Nice. Acid and selling acid. Sure.
I need to look the
Legit.
sell value of acid.
That's a great question.
Is it like liquid acid or drug acid?
It's liquid acid, not.
That's-
He doesn't breathe drugs.
That'd be so.
That'd be awesome.
that'd be-
That's a special dragon.
Also,
Keep
That,
that
that would
dragon.
be very effective in combat, though. Let's be honest.
that would
It really would.
basically giving you the infusion effect.
25 gold for a vial of acid, and the vial itself probably costs a silver piece.
Sure. So, sure. Why not?
He's like, screw it, I'm not doing that.
So I'll make 250 gold.
In Fogway, yeah, you definitely have buyers for that. Like alchemy
Okay.
people would definitely snatch that up.
So that
He
means
just spits
I
into it.
have...
What?
What's 25 plus 37? That would be 62 platinum.
Sure. Okay, I see what Harmony is doing. Easy enough, Harmony. You go around offering your services as a healer of the Phoenix.
Are there any... I have a question. Are there any of my cultists, quote unquote, in this city?
Yeah, there are a few.
I'll try to find
They're place
the one
worship.
of most... Well, I'll try to find the one of most faith, and
Sure.
I will give him 5 platinum and say, take this and improve upon the place of worship or buy a place of worship so that we may preach our God to more people.
Sure.
I still make 200 gold. So,
Okay, cool. Harmony, there is something I will have to ask you, but I will wait until after I have Liana's thing.
Sounds good.
but yeah, then after that, he'll return to reading because that probably takes a good few hours.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so
I
Liana,
should become a merchant.
paladin merchant. So Liana, you it's tough when you're trying to do this over the course of probably the travel to Fogway. But you get a feeling that you're actually getting there. You got the basics down. you're able to successfully make a very, very basic type of this concoction perfume thing. Gonna have a bit more work on it, but from now on, since you essentially you met the DC that I was wanting, I'll actually give you I'll give you a bonus to the next time you try to make this.
Okay.
A +2. So write that down
All right.
somewhere so that you won't forget it when you're
Yep,
trying to
I'll
make this.
drop that in my notes. And did that consume 1 dose of the perfume?
Yes, for one use of one of the like the cheapest perfume you got, like that would be used up in this testing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get you.
Okay, so that's that. I already saw what Flipper wanted to do.
So we're on Rin 25th of Trig, right?
No, you're on the 27th.
Oh, 27th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, yes, because you're gonna spend the night.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
So
so
I
it's
just-
Vaughn the 27th of Trig.
Correct. That is when you're leaving Fogway. I just put it there just for my reference.
Okay.
But right now you're not sleeping yet. You're not on that day yet. It's just for me. So Harmony, I want you to make a perception check.
Can you give me a note?
Sure.
Because...
Yeah, I'll give you a handout real quick.
Also, what's the
Also,
tavern
when-
that the twin sisters run?
That is the Storm's Respite.
Also, when Flipper returns to the caravan along with Lunaire, anyone that would pay attention to it at all would notice that his hand now has wrapping on it with a bit of blood along the palm.
All right. Harmony, you, as you're walking around offering your services, you start to hear like a commotion of some sort, and then it kind of dies down a little bit. Another like commotion. Some sounds like cheering, then it dies down. Kind of off in the distance.
She would see if she can follow it.
Sure, it takes a while, but you kind of go over that way, and you notice that as you're kind of wandering about, you notice that there is an individual on a soapbox, essentially, a gnome in this kind of full plate-ish looking armor, with what seems to be like a robe kind of attached to like the almost cape-esque style to the armor that he has on. You notice that he has a symbol of what looks to be a stylized sun with a feather inside. That is like the feather's on fire, like in the sun. Is a stylistic choice. But you hear him speaking in a language. Do you know Gnomish?
No.
Okay, you just hear him go. And you hear like a phoenix, and you just hear him talking. It seems like he's preaching for some reason.
About the phoenix. So
Yeah.
at that, she'll always perk up, like seeing like the holy symbol of her deity. Just like, what?
Just like what? But yeah, you see this gnome, kind of older, not quite gray skinned yet, but not gray skinned, gray haired. Sorry, not quite gray haired yet. Just like a few gray hairs. Kind of older, a little bit wrinkled, but not too bad. As he finishes up his little sermon, as you see people clapping and be like, oh, and he's also talking in Gnomish, which you don't understand, just a cacophony of another language around you. As you notice that the crowd start to talk with one another as he steps off of his little soapbox and like starts shaking people's hands and eventually starts to make his way away from the group, kind of going off into a different street.
She would follow.
Okay. Like how closely? Like right behind him, or like sneaky
Yeah,
distance, or
like trying to catch up to him to see if she can speak with him.
sure, yeah, you quickly like march your way over there. He turns around and starts speaking.
Would you by chance know Common? Actually,
Well, yes. Apologies. Most people around here speak Gnomish.
it's all right.
I should have assumed that you would not speak Gnomish, as you are clearly not a gnome. What can I do for you today? Can I interest you in actually, this is perfect. I can actually spread the light of the Phoenix to you. And he kind of looks.
I am actually a cleric of Phoenix,
He goes,
as a matter of fact.
He kind of like this high pitched squeal kind of thing, like yes. Oh.
She flicks her tail excitedly.
And he goes, oh, this is perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have not met another cleric of the Phoenix here yet. A lot of the people around here do worship. Well, not all of them, but there's a decent size here. But unfortunately, no one has stepped up to the role of being a valiant cleric to the Phoenix, and to spread the Phoenix's word and the Phoenix's teachings to everyone. Sorry, I'm rambling, aren't I?
It's perfectly all right. It's actually nice to meet another follower of Phoenix. I really don't meet anyone that's vocal about it. At least I'm not.
Really? Where do you hail from?
I travel around. I come from the family of Lightheart, so we travel around.
Lightheart. That seems familiar. Lightheart. It seems like he's thinking. He's like, wait a second. He kind of like glares at you, squinting his eyes a little bit. Lightheart. Nope, I have no clue. It seems like a name I shouldn't remember, but
We're
cannot.
traveling healers and druids. We partook in both of the Great Wars.
Ooh, fighters. Very, very noble. You know, I was actually a part of that Great War too. When the Phoenix actually came about, I was one of the first followers of him. Can you believe that?
That's fantastic.
I know. I've been preaching ever since then. All the way back I was in Oars Rest a while back.
Wow.
It's been a number of years now, but I was preaching then. There was this group that came up to me and started berating me because they thought I was crazy. It was like these people that like there was this one. I don't remember what they were, but it was a whole bunch of individuals, and they were just like, I don't think they liked me. Anyways, I'm rambling again. Whenever I talk about the Phoenix, it kind of envelops me.
It's all right. I understand of how that is.
Well, if you are in town for a while, we do have a place of worship set up. If you wish to come and pray and pay respects to the Phoenix and the Phoenix's ever-glowing light in the sky, as he points up to the sun. He goes, if you want, I can lead you there, or you can just follow the road right here where I'm going, make a left and a right, and then keep on going for about a block, and then you'd see it. It's kind of, it has how do I describe it? You'll know it when you see it.
That's cool. Since you're a follower of Phoenix as well, would you
Yes.
know of any possible way that I could join the Order of the Flame?
Oh, well, you're in luck, Missy. I happen to be one.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes.
Would there be any way that I'd be able to join, or is there certain requirements?
It's been a while since I've joined. You know, I think that I know that I don't have the authority to actually induct you into the order, but I can definitely put in a good word for you. I know that their headquarters, unfortunately not here in Fogway. One of the headquarters, I believe, is in... I believe the last time I remembered, possibly Gold Meadow, as well as over in the Plains. I believe Woodwall has a headquarters there as well. So if you're going to Woodwall or the Gold Meadow anytime soon, I can definitely write you up something. At least.
Yes, please. That'd be lovely.
Oh, perfect! It's always great to have another member of the order. Let me see here. I will just need to go back to the to my residence, get my ink and paper, as well as your name is it's oh yes, Lightheart, Miss Lightheart. There we go. I will definitely get that for you. Are you here for how long? How long are you here for?
GM, how long are we going to be there for?
Until the beginning of the next day, and you're like midday right now.
Until beginning of tomorrow.
Perfect. Enough to write up a very well thought out impression of you. I'll get that to you. You know what? Don't worry about it. I will actually. I'll send one with you, and I'll send one over to Gold Meadow with express delivery.
Thank you. That's much appreciated.
And one to Woodwall, because I have no clue where you're going. I'm going to do that right now. And he turns and starts walking. He goes, if you wish to follow me, the church is this way. And he just kind of hurriedly.
She would giggle and go and follow him towards that way.
All right. So you follow him that way.
She's a happy bean.
Especially when you meet someone excitable like this guy.
Yes.
So, with that, Harmony, you do go over to the church, and you notice that it is, it's actually a very beautiful looking design. It's made of like this stonework that is in the shape of like wings that kind of come down, and the opening of the wings and the feathers are actually the door that kind of goes into the actual building itself. The building itself looks like it's like the design is like these like beautiful stylistic flames like kind of curling up against like all the stonework, and you're able to go inside, pray, meditate, whatever you wish, with this gnome who is
she'd probably go inside and meditate for a while, trying to ask about like seeing if she can get anything about like the party and like where they're going to go on their adventures, etc., etc.
Sure. If you want, make a wisdom check or a religion, whichever's higher.
Where's my sheet? Wisdom and religion.
Okay, 14. It's kind of hard to place. The party is a bit all over the place. Like that much is obvious.
Yep.
You don't know if it's from the Phoenix itself or just from yourself being in this place thinking about it. You're not quite sure, but you get a feeling of there's some stuff that people in the party are dealing with. You don't know who. You don't know for how long. But members of the party are dealing with some things that might need some help with in one way or another. That's about as much as you can. That's all the feeling you can get. You don't know if it's from the Phoenix giving you insight or if it's just from you thinking about it. But
all right, sounds good.
Okay. Is there anything you all would like to do in Fogway? If not, I can time skip to when you leave to go towards the Grove and Gold Meadow.
Well, you already know what I did. I have a much heftier purse.
Liana probably would have been busy
good.
day with the training and trying to work out the alchemy stuff because she's really just not that great of an alchemist.
Sure thing. All right, so as that happens, you all pack up to leave leave from Fogway to go to Gold Meadow. The gnome individual does end up finding you, Harmony, and gives you a sealed piece of paper in like a note. And he kind of like right before you leave, basically, he's like, "I almost missed you, Miss Lightheart. Here you are, and please give this to Gold Meadow. It's a similar building, designs, kind of ish. Yeah, hand it to the person in charge there, and they'll see about getting you into the order.
She would smile and nod. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Anyone is welcome in the Phoenix's wings, underneath the Phoenix's wings, as he kind of says that out towards the other party members. Goes, the Phoenix embraces you all, just so you know. You can be reborn, both physically, mentally, emotionally, like I was. All right, goodbye. As he turns and leaves.
Man, that guy sounds like he had a really shitty life.
I did. I was a murderer before.
Oh my god. This is a mess.
I should smite the heresy from him, but I think he already smited it long ago. Is that even a Is that even a word? I don't know. It is now.
Smote.
So as you
I
discuss
prefer
the semantics of smiting and versus smoke, you all leave Fogway to start the travel to Gold Meadow. And unless there's anything else you'd like to talk about in character with one another, or last minute things in Fogway, I will do a wrap up real quick. But that's up to you all. But if you want to talk, if you want to do anything.
I'm good.
Could always continue the conversation that my character and Lunaire are having.
I think Milk's tired.
You could
I've fallen asleep 3 times and waken up
Okay,
like.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, it'd probably be best to
I
wait on
passed.
that then.
Yeah.
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 Wait, what?
To wait, and you can have the conversation next time.
I'm
Between
trying
you
to figure out
and
what
Flipper.
oath my character should take.
Well, we have some time now to think. But you all will be leveling up because I did say so.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
that you-
Cool.
yeah, because I don't want you to be stuck at level 2 forever. And today was a lot of good role playing, in my opinion. So
So, what level are we now?
3, you're on level 3.
3.
No one
I'm
told.
taking
Brian,
a-
you did not tell me we went up a level.
I
No,
told
we
you we were
started
starting at level 2.
Yeah, we started at level 2.
I didn't hear. No one told me that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told
my
you
bad.
this.
Well,
When?
level 3.
He's been busy.
Like, back before you said you wouldn't be joining us at the start.
And then my hellhole happened.
I have an idea. I'll be Path of the Vampire Lord, because that makes so much sense with my character.
Oh, I didn't even... What?
That's a homebrew path.
I was about to say, like, that is not a... Hold on.
Hold the fuck up.
It's like, hold up. Hey.
Wait.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, niggas,
Let's
anything
get
needs
Oh
chunks.
my
soft.
gosh.
dun, 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 dun.
So,
And this
yes,
gives a
let's
chance
let
to
Hum-
Chandler.
let's let Hummus do his wrap up since
Yep.
His
Alright.
wrap ups. But
Hey,
it's.
yo, I
Hey.
don't rap.
Just,
Hey,
just
yo,
close with a rap.
I don't rap. That's it.
That's it. Drop the mic, walk away.
Basically. So, with this, we will pick up next time. But, as we see the, friendly banter of the Silverbrand adventurers, well, not adventurers yet. The Silverbrand, going on their way towards Gold Meadow to possibly solve a mysterious crisis in Kellen's Grove for a hefty amount of gold. The camera zooms out as, once again,
Oh,
we
God.
hear a voice of,
Fuck you, author.
well, they have a proper name, and they're going somewhere quite interesting. I'm
Damn right.
loving this little group. I wonder, should I make one of my followers follow them? I think I will. Maybe next time. And with that, we'll end.
It's like a freeze frame. It's like, you guys are probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started.
It all started in the
This-
year 207 AB.
It all started.
It
Basically.
all started when my god decided to be an asshole.
But it's a free frame, like a freeze frame of everyone running away from a giant monster. They're like, you're
Basically.
wondering how we got here.
Just
Well,
running
let me
away
tell
from
you.
it. Yeah.
I like the thought of like
it
it's
all
panning
started
over
in
the
the town
world.
called Stir.
I like the thought that it's all panning over the world, like his vision as he looks down, and then his eyes are taken somewhere else, and it slowly goes past, and then he like stops and looks back again, and it's someone who's written in rocks up towards the sky, send nudes.
Oh my gosh. You know the author. He would totally do that if he would.
Yes.
Anyways, that's my little ending.
He is an author, but is he an artiste?
Oh, yes, he is. He's an artistic man. But that is going to be the end. I'm going to stop the recording and probably get off and go to bed. So.
No, you can't do that yet.
No,
Oh.
sleepy.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty
Don't.
tired.
I can't believe I fell asleep like 3 times, and I'm like, huh?
You need to get better.
Leave me alone. Just people talking like lulls me to sleep.
All right, well,
So
I'm going to stop recording. So I hope you had fun.
Hey, I did.
Yeah.
And with an
I
introduction
did.
of another character as well.
It was fun.
I got real close to murdering another player's character.
Very
Who, me?
No.
No,
No,
very close.
mine.
Flip. I'm gonna. Zoe, I'm gonna go with you.
I'm confused.
It was a dice roll as to whether or not she asked him another question. Do you
So you
want
don't
to
ask
know
her?
what I rolled?
No.
I rolled a d20. If I rolled 10 or lower, she was going to attack him.
Did you roll an 11?
Yep.
Oh god.
That is
I was
amazing.
real close to slapping a fucking bird. Oh, yeah, no, like, straight up, my flat damage with my longsword would have knocked you out.
Oh man, that would have been great.
Jeez,
God.
that would have been hilarious.
Also,
Mhm.
Liana, how dare you roll that natural 20? I
You
wanted
allowed me to
some-
make the check?
I wanted some sense of mystery, but you're just like, nope.
Nope.
Your plans, give him a middle finger.
Give it up now.
I asked if I could roll it. You said yes,
I know,
and
You
I
gave him
rolled.
the +2.
I know, but that didn't even matter.
It did. It gave him a 26 instead of a 24. It pushed him past the threshold of a 25.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like I really want to do Oath of the Conquest, but it doesn't fit my character how I've been playing him.
You could go with Oath of Ancients,
Yeah, I could.
specifically because the nature of your deity is that he does not exist yet, which kind of creates an interesting paradox of his lack of existence also makes him ancient by the standard, just like it's negative time.
Okay. I'll do Oath of Ancients then.
Yeah, you can think about it. You still got some time.
I
And
don't have any time.
that's just me kind of putting that idea forward. It's a consideration.
Oath of Vengeance, even though I have nothing to avenge.
Yeah, what are the other ones? There's Oath of the Crown.
I will avenge my lack of vengeance.
Of Protection, I think, is the other one.
Redemption.
Redemption.
Redemption
I don't know.
Paladin is a bitch to play.
Yeah, Redemption wouldn't fit him.
No, I'd say either Ancients or Devotion. If you don't want to go Conquest.
I am about to head out.
All right.
Then
Take
head
it easy.
out.
Die, green
Night.
skin.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Oh, that's not a stellar hit die.